Hey everybody, it's me, Melody. Welcome to my stream. If you haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. So, today I'm going to cover YouTuber and IG model Brianna Monique. Basically, she said she's blessed to have type 3 hair. For those who don't know, type 3 hair is the softer, silkier hair. Mainly biracial women or Hispanic women usually have that type of hair. So that's 3C hair. But so she's saying that she's blessed to have that type hair and happy she don't have nappy 4C hair like African American women. And also she's talking about her black mom as well. She pretty much explained why she felt that way. And it's because she sees her mom struggle doing her hair. You know, it's hard to get the comb through. It's hard to style it. It takes a lot longer to style 4C hair than it does 3C hair or any hair texture underneath that. It's a lot, it's way harder to do. She said her hair is more manageable, so she's just ecstatic that she don't have that kinkier hair. Um, and a lot of black women are outraged and they are unsubscribing from her platform and they're trying to cancel her completely. Honestly, I kind of understand where she's coming from because I don't have hair as silky as hers because from the video her hair was very, very silky. But I have 3C/4A, some 4B in there. So I also have a softer texture of hair. It's not as kinky. When I wet it, it's very, very soft and easy to put the comb through. When I straighten it, it stays straight. It doesn't like puff up, like some women's hair. So I understand where she's coming from. But I also have a lot of family members, like my sister, for instance. She has more of a 4B, 4C texture. And she did complain about it. She said it's harder to do, it's harder to style. She can't just wet it like I can just wet mine. She have to put like products in it. She got to put gel in it to keep it maintained. She likes to wear braids a lot because her hair texture takes the braids better than mine. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The woman, Brianna, she pretty much said her hair can't take braids. So she feel like her hair is, a lot silkier. So, and a lot of black women are saying, well, our hair is more universal. We can do anything with our hair. And the softer hair textures can't do much. So yeah, it's pretty much a back and forth between women with softer hair and women with what's the name? The word. I don't want to say kinkier. I want to say, I guess you could say kinkier because it's called kinky curly, but women with kinkier hair. So, and it's always been like that, like forever. So, but yeah, type 4 hair is very hard to maintain, and that's why a lot of these women wear weaves and things like that. Now, what I do disagree with is how she worded it by calling her mom's hair nappy. And plus, she was promoting a black hair care line. And we all know the majority of black women have 4C hair. And, so it really wasn't a good look for her. And she was kind of putting her hair texture on a pedestal while kind of negatively talking about 4C hair. Now, I'm not going to say she was doing it purposely because she didn't seem like she was trying to be malicious in any way. She was just explaining her experience with her hair, and she lives in a house with a woman with 4C texture, and she was just comparing the two. So I honestly don't feel like she was being mean on purpose, but a lot of black women do. Now, I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Do you guys think she should be canceled for saying what she said? If she should be canceled, put a 1 in the chat. If you think she did nothing wrong, put a 2. So I'm going to wait to see what you guys think. So put a 1 in the chat if you think she should be canceled. Put a 2 in the chat if she did nothing wrong. So I see Linda Anderson, she has a 2. Alyssa G has a 2. Game Changer 2. Deacon Dave 2. A King's Palace 2. Ray Hanma, the Hanma Force 2. And I see a 1 in there. The Human Chapter, he has a 1. So do you think she should be canceled? And if so, please explain, please elaborate, because honestly, I don't think she did anything wrong. 205 Will is a 2. Flying Monkey Inc. is a 2, but he says, wait, let me see. But she should get some BBC and shut the F up. I don't know, maybe. Victor Matthews is a 2. Aaron EBM says 2. Okay, so it seems like everybody's saying she did nothing wrong. So this is the problem I have with cancel culture. Nobody can have their own opinion without being canceled. I feel like Black women are canceling the wrong people. You know what I mean? If anything, Black women should be canceling the women who make them look bad. Like the women that's on social media twerking half naked, the women that's saying crazy things, the women that's fighting. All of these other women should be getting canceled. I feel like Black women should be canceling, what do you call that? Reality TV, all of that. But instead, they want to pick and choose who they want to cancel, and they want to have this fake outrage, which I totally think is fake. I don't really think these women could care less what this biracial girl said. They just, a lot of it is jealousy and envy because they wish they had that hair. A lot of it is just wanting attention. So I'm going to drop the link and I want to see what you guys have to say because I know there's a lot of mixed feelings on this topic. And like I said, she could have worded it differently. She didn't have to say it how she said it. And she didn't have to call her mom's hair nappy. I think that was totally out of line to say her mom's hair is nappy. Especially because she doesn't have the experience with that type of hair to even call it that, I guess. And all hair, in my opinion, is good hair. You just have to learn how to maintain it. Some women can't style their hair because they never was taught how to by their parents. And that's why a lot of Black women are walking around with no edges, hair all over the place, short hair. It's because a lot of Black women don't know how to take care of it because their moms didn't teach them and their moms didn't teach them. So that's how I feel. If you just throw some water in your hair and get the right product that won't weigh your hair down and wear your natural curls or your natural fro, it'll be fine. Instead of complaining, you know. But I put the link out in the chat. Anybody want to challenge what I'm saying or want to give their opinions on this, please come up. The link is out there. I'm going to drop it again. Okay, so while I'm waiting, I'm going to read some of the comments in the chat. So the Human Chapter says, not canceled, but she's wrong. Okay. Not canceled but did she do something wrong? Well, Dev, in some people's eyes, she did do something wrong by calling her mom's hair nappy. And plus, oh, I don't think I said this. It was for a black hair care line. So you can't do a promotion for a black hair care line and then bash black hair. It just doesn't work like that. You can't talk negatively about the hair of the women who want to buy the product and then put your hair on a pedestal. I mean, let's admit that part was wrong, but I don't think she meant anything by it. So I don't think it's okay to cancel her. She made a mistake. She misspoke. It happens. So I definitely wouldn't cancel her for giving her opinion. Should she apologize? See, I'm on the line with this one because she obviously offended a lot of women. She probably even offended her mom. So I don't know. Do you guys think she should apologize? Because I'm kind of on the fence with that one. I don't know if she should apologize. Okay, but let me read some more of these comments. To no one should be canceled unless they are using their notoriety to physically harm people. To physically harm people. You're right. I mean, I think canceling her would be a little extreme, but if she wants to apologize, then okay, because she did offend some people. She is wrong for throwing shade at people different than her. 4C is good hair when it's long, just like any hair type. Exactly. When 4C hair is taken care of and neatly groomed, I think 4C hair is beautiful. Nice, clean, smelling good. You can put it in 2 afro puffs. You can braid it up. You can put it in dreads. You can brush it up in a ponytail. You can even throw it back and put a hat on. 4C hair looks good any way you put it. The only time 4C hair looks bad is when you don't take care of it. So, I do agree with that. She should have her own views, whether it's pleasant or not. I totally agree with that. Not saying she didn't do anything, but we should always try to communicate first. Facts. Instead of canceling her, they should try to, communicate with her and maybe see if she'll apologize or whatever. But they shouldn't always just go to canceling people. That's just wrong. She's mixed and they consider her black. That's their fault. Exactly, Complex. I always said mixed is not black. If you are mixed with Caucasian or Asian, you're not black. You're half black, half white, or half black, half Asian. If you are black and Dominican, or if you have 2 black parents, whether they're Dominican, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, if they're both black, then you're black. But if you have one parent that's not black, then you're mixed. It is what it is. Okay, GC. I know GC got a lot to say about this, so I can't wait to see you come up. Oh, here he is. Hold on. Oh, it says your device is not connected, GC. So go down and come back up. No, her mother speaks negatively about her own hair. You know what, Alyssa? I was thinking about that. Where would she get that from? If her mom didn't sit there and say, "Oh, you have pretty hair. My hair is terrible. I can't get a comb through it. It's nappy." She wouldn't be saying these things if she didn't hear it from her mom and other black women. So you're right about that. It's the black women that she's around that's speaking negatively about their own hair. Because why else would she have said that? Why else would she speak negatively about black women hair? So you do have a point there. These mothers, wait, I'm trying to read these, but my internet is slow. I'm sorry, guys. It's so slow. Let me move closer. Sorry. Wait, the YouTube, is she biracial? What is her mix? I think she's half black, half white. Her mother's black and her father is white. So she have like a more loose curl and it's more like a soft, silky texture. So, and her mom, I guess, is a dark-skinned woman with 4C hair. So she's looking at that negatively, like it's a bad thing. Sweet Melody, a lot of them forgotten about Chris Rock's documentary about black women hair. Exactly. I remember that. Good hair. That was a really good documentary. Yeah. But a lot of black women need to love their hair and stop worrying about what other people think, too. That's another thing. All these women wanting to cancel her are obviously insecure, or if it, I mean, it wouldn't bother them because, like they say, if it don't apply, let it fly. You know, like if I had that type of hair, 4C hair, I wouldn't even be worried. I wouldn't even be upset. I would just be like, okay, I love my hair. I don't know whose hair. Maybe her mother's hair is bad, but my hair ain't bad. You know, I wouldn't even worry about what she's saying. But obviously, these women who want to cancel her are insecure. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm bored or anything, or my thing is moving slow. Unfortunately, I don't have the best Wi-Fi, so bear with me. Oh, hold on. I know some of y'all remember that Sunday morning comb. What Sunday morning comb? I don't. I used to comb my hair every morning. I don't know what the Sunday morning comb is, but yeah, it sounds crazy. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna move closer to my router. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me go back to the comments. Yeah, Rayhanma, it's not good to shame your own heritage, but I mean, it's only half of her heritage. It's not like she's 100% black. her mom is black, and she looks, to be honest with you, to me, she looks Hispanic. She doesn't look black. She looks more like Puerto Rican or biracial. So she probably, what's that word? She probably can't really sympathize with black women's hair because she don't know what it's like. You understand? So she can't really feel bad about how women feel. All she can do is judge and say, "Hey, I see other black women not loving themselves, so I don't want that type of hair that comes along with that self-hate. I don't want to feel like I have nappy hair like a lot of these women feel." That's probably how she's feeling. So, I mean, can you blame her with all the negative stuff going on? Are you mixed? I don't consider myself mixed. Um yeah, if I mean some people will consider me mixed because my mom's heritage, her background is DR. She's from Dominican Republic, but she's a black woman from Dominican Republic. And my dad's a black man from here. So two black people, even though one comes from a different country, I'm still a black woman at the end of the day. I'm not half white. I'm not Asian. So to be honest with you, no, I don't really consider myself mixed, if that makes sense. Plus, I had never even been to DR. I took a cruise to DR, but that don't count. I never actually flew to DR, met the people, met my family there. So I really can't say that, hey, I'm Dominican. I can't really do that. But yes, it is in me. It is part of my heritage. So, yeah. So, are we going to act like those hot combs didn't exist? I never used a hot comb, honestly. I always had my hair straightened with like flat irons. So, yeah, I don't know the struggle of hot combs, but I did hear about them. I actually heard people say that their ears got burnt, their face got burnt when their grandmother tried to like get the edges, but I've never really experienced that. You're ethnically mixed. Yeah, ethnically. Yeah, that's true. But I'm still a black woman. So that's what I connect with. What do you mean that doesn't make me black? I need you to explain that. What do you mean that doesn't make me black? I'm still a black woman. What, the fact that I've never stepped foot in DR makes me not black? I'm confused. They projected self hate onto us. I'm a guy and I never felt any way towards my hair. I don't even notice my hair most of the time. Yeah, I think it's because it's different with men and women. Women, we're all about beauty. We're all about, oh, my hair. Like, your hair is the first thing a man see when he looks at you. So, yeah, it's a big part of you. That's why I don't understand a lot of the times why black women want to cover up their natural beauty with like wigs. And it's okay to wear extensions and weaves once in a while, but there's some women out there who literally wear it like all the time. I actually know some people who never showed their hair since we were young. Like, I mean, I literally mean they'll take out their weave and then they'll put a weave right back in, like right away. So you can't even see their scalp. Like, I have coworkers like that. I have family members like that. They always want to cover up their beautiful hair, 100% of the time. But I honestly don't recommend a woman doing that. It's good to let your hair breathe sometimes. And plus, it's not clean. To me, it's very important to wash your hair. You got to have your hair out sometimes so it can breathe and you can wash it and you can get in your scalp and, all that good stuff. So, yeah. Ethnicity doesn't mean race. Melody is still black. Thank you, Sean. Let him know, educate him. I'm still a black woman, even though my ethnicity might be different on both sides. I'm still a black woman. And that's what I try to tell people. Because a lot of people don't look at me as a black woman. And it's weird. I'm like, wait, look at my skin. Look at my features. How can you not look at me as a black woman? Just because you know about my family. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't even know. So it's not fair to say I'm not black. It's just not fair. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back, guys. Okay. So I'm going to drop the link. And if you have anything to say on this topic, GC wants the link. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so the link is out there. Anybody want to talk about this? You can come up. Guys, am I clear? Can you guys hear me clearly? I dropped the link for you, GC.
Okay, I appreciate it, Melody. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm so sorry about my internet service.
No, no worries. What are you
What's
using
going
your phone?
on? No, I'm on my computer, but my internet has been like really bad lately, especially because we're having like a storm right now. So it's in and out.
Okay.
So
But
what's
yeah,
up?
so on the topic, you showed me the video beforehand. I didn't get a chance to watch it on the show, but you showed me the video beforehand, and first of all, she's an attractive woman,
Beautiful.
and by that I mean like the extent that she raises my penis, like is exceptional. So, and this is from visual, from looking at her. Now, I will say it has little to do with her hair, but to be honest with you, I don't really know what the maintenance is. Like the difference in maintenance for whatever numbers you have. I know 4C is like the coarsest hair, but whatever she has versus the most coarse hair. And personally, I don't care. Like how difficult it is for a woman, they should do it anyway to please me more. So yeah, I get it. Like, some hair is more difficult than others, depending on how you look at it. Um, don't care, do it anyway.
Right. Now, do you think she deserves to be canceled for what she said? As a matter of fact, let's play the video so people can see what I'm
Here, I'll
talking
do it because
about.
your thing's funny.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Hold on, bring up your email. That's what quick I did.
Okay. Hi, Chowhound. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, Melody?
Nothing
What's
much.
up, game changer?
Hey, what's going on, child? Huh?
Nothing much.
So while GC pulls that up, what is your take on the topic?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Being that I'm biracial myself,
Mm-hmm.
there's been a push, and I've seen it over the years, how people are treated and how people respond and how they looked at and how you end up self-looking at yourself. Because it seems like growing up, one of the things that say little girls that I was meeting up as a kid, oh, you
Mm-hmm.
got good hair, and they want to play in my hair and braid it and do all kinds of stuff. I used to get that. I used to get braided hair for free. I didn't have to pay for nothing because they liked the hair. So it was this thing about hair, and some people that are biracial deal with an aspect, and even some that's not deal with an aspect of what you can call self-hatred, hating a certain part of yourself. But they can't, but you can't help what you are. You are what you are. That's something you're a result of your two parents getting together. But that's some self, how can I put this? Um, it's a word that's leaving me right now. I can't think of. It's something that you have to deal with within yourself.
Right.
And a lot of people have not come to grips with it. And then when they like, for instance, when they came out with that movie Good Hair, they were bringing that issue up right there.
Right.
So when they're talking about the hair thing, it's still a piece of self-hatred of what you are. I don't like this part of me, so I'm going to speak on this because this is what I love. I love this part of me. But you don't say anything about the other part. You just discount it. But you are part of what you are. And people seem to not actually deal with that. Now, you would think at this day of time we will be beyond that, but evidently we're not because the subject is still out there.
Exactly. So, do you think by her saying that she's blessed not to have 4C hair, do you think that she's praising the white side of her and putting down the black side of her by saying that?
Basically, I'm gonna tell you something. As I've gotten older, when I braid my hair, my father's side takes hold to the top. My hair gets straight on the top. Look, I'm gonna cam up and show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You see my hair? This is like straight hair. This shit is, you can't control this shit in a way. Look, it just lays down. The
Yeah.
coarseness is on the sides.
Right.
It's on the sides, but on the top, my hair is straight. Look at this.
I see it. You know what? My dad has beautiful hair like that. Like, not saying all hair isn't beautiful. Let me watch it because he might cancel me. But my dad's hair is like cotton. It's so soft. It's like, and it's straight and it's curly at the same time. It's beautiful. But it looks
But
like you probably have the same texture as my dad, but that's from the Native American side, because
right.
his grandmother, his mom's mother is 100% Seminole Indian, so it's like he got that type of hair. My
See, there's
mom,
Indians.
she has. Hmm?
Yeah, there's Indians on both sides, on my mother's side and my father's side.
Oh, see, you have it on both sides. And
Right.
then my mom, she has the kinky curly, not kinky curly because it's soft, but it's like the really, really tight spiral curls and it's like cotton. It's really soft and it's long. My hair is in the middle. Like it can get my hair can get very, very curly with mousse and water, but it's soft. Like it doesn't look how it doesn't feel how it looks because they're tight curls, but it looks soft. I mean, but it feel. I'm sorry, but it feels soft.
Right.
Now,
95.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this young woman, and it's not the white half that I want to sleep with. It's the bottom half. So just to be clear, her white side isn't the side that I want to sleep with. Like it's all of it. It's all of it. I like her eyes
Mhm.
too, and that has nothing to do with the level of whiteness she has. Now, let me play this. I didn't see it yet.
Okay.
I just seen her picture.
Also, my mom is black, so she really has. I was blessed with my
I don't like her teeth.
texture and type of hair. My mom actually really has African American hair. Don't get this the wrong way. Since my mama got naps, okay, and she be struggling.
I don't like her teeth. I don't like her overbite. She's less hot when she's not to say she's not hot, but I'm just saying she's less hot when she's talking. I didn't see
You
her
said
talk
she's
before.
did you say
Huh?
she's promoting a black hair company?
Yeah, she was supposed to
Oh,
be
I didn't know she
promoting
was
a
promoting a
black hair
black
company.
hair company.
Right. So
Who
why
owns
put
it?
down black hair if you're promoting black hair company? That made no sense.
No, I get it because I mean I think that the goal of the black hair company is to get black hair to look like that. Let's be
Yeah, that's
clear,
what I was about to say.
yeah, like that's what they want. They want like black hair care products is to change 4C into whatever the hell she has. That's the goal of it. And
That's like
they
a
want to encourage this lifestyle. They want to promote women like this, in order to continue to make the 4C chicks feel like they have to move towards this beauty standard. But that's them. I happen to like 4C. I like to bite it. Like Zaza B.
Me
Like,
too, bro.
yeah, everybody know I like to do that. But like what's her name? Zaza, the chick that played Domino. I like that. I like it. I like it more than this. I like it more than this crap right here. But if you can't rock it,
well,
go for it.
I'm sorry. Somebody named the Divide. Come back up. It was a woman up here, but I think her service dropped. So come back up. Okay, go ahead, GC.
No, but I'm saying like they are putting these girls out there to make people feel self conscious so they can feel like they need these hair care products in order to do it.
And
I don't
and
want
and here's another thing. Is it a black company, like a black owned company that put her up?
Yeah, they said she was promoting black hair products. I know she's a big Instagram person and she's a big YouTuber, and a lot of black women follow her. So that's why they're so upset at her.
now let me ask you, men. I'm not gonna say the F word, but would you do her even if she had 4C hair?
Uh,
So I answer the question. The answer for me is yes. I would do her if her head was wrapped in a tattered Confederate flag. I don't care.
damn.
It's
Oh boy.
I don't know her
it's,
from Jack, so I don't know. You might get burnt.
wait, who? What happened?
Yeah,
In other words, she may have a VD.
Oh, I don't care about that. Well, which one?
Oh, you just will go at it. No, don't care.
No,
Come
no,
on,
no.
DC.
I don't go at it
No
raw.
wrapper on the
But I
candy.
mean, no, hold on. No, I don't go at it raw. But like, I've been burnt a few times, and sometimes it was worth it.
Nah, it's never worth it. It's never worth it. Trust me, it ain't never worth
You're
it.
right. It is never worth it. But okay, we'll put it like this. It's you don't know. You don't know. You put your penis in a minefield. You don't know, but I'm not going to, not get head, knowing, from fear of being burnt. That's what I'm not gonna do. Now, would I knowingly go in it knowing that it's burning? Yeah, no, I wouldn't. However, I'm not going to just abstain completely, because of fear of getting burned. No. As
Yeah,
long as
but
there's
if
a
it
cure, I'm okay with it.
yeah, but if it is burning, check this out. There will be an odor there of a certain type.
Why is it buffering?
Bro. Hey,
So
I just
that
want
thing,
to say,
if
like,
I take that
All
little
right.
finger test and take that sniff, and that's it. If it ain't right, I ain't touching it. If it's spoiled,
trying to
no.
Wait, hold on.
I want to say what she said was bad, but
don't be complaining about your hair. I don't
they're promoting her anyways.
GC, there's an echo. There's an echo, GC.
do my hair because I've been seeing my mom do her hair, and oh my god, her does the same thing and cut it all off, but she do want to cut.
So her mama is the black one.
Yeah, her mom's black.
So her mama is the
Yep.
black one, and she did like her hair. She had a daughter. Deliberately, she went out to find a man who can give her the daughter with the hair that she wanted her daughter to have.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That's where she's getting this mentality from.
Yeah.
Where she's getting this mentality from.
Guys,
Dang,
is it me or
alright,
does
yeah,
GC's audio sound off when he
Close
plays the
down.
video?
There's some kind of feedback at some point.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna shut down some things. Okay, hold on. It should work now. I closed down some windows.
Okay.
Now it's quiet. We got dead air.
Yeah. Where'd everybody go? They just fell off my panel.
Oh no, go ahead and share the screen.
Oh, they're coming back. Okay.
Just too much. And I'm just like, I don't know, mommy. Like, I don't know how to help me with that hair. Like,
Child, honestly, I can't believe we're still here. Like, we're still talking about this. Okay. So shout out to one of my subbies for actually sending me this story. I am not subscribed to this young lady's channel, but
Play it from the beginning because I think we missed when she was talking.
so yeah, I'm excited to use these products and see how they work. Also, my mom is black, so she really has. I was blessed with my texture and type of hair. My mom actually really has African American hair. Don't take this the wrong way, sis. My mama got naps, okay, and she be struggling trying to find the right products for her hair because she is natural. She's always like, you're just so lucky. Don't be complaining about your hair. I don't be complaining about my hair because I don't do much to it. But I will say I am super blessed when it comes to my hair texture because I've been seeing my mama do her hair, and oh my gosh, if I was her, I would have done the same thing and cut it all off. But she'd be wanting to cut it all off again after already being natural. She's like, it's just too much. And I'm just like, I don't know, mommy. Like, I don't know how to help me with that hair. Like,
child,
She trains her hair a certain way. I bet you she can get a fro, but she doesn't want to train her hair that way. What is
But I mean,
what is
how much
crazy?
is it? Like, what's the total importance of it? You know, if you're pretty enough, the hair really is you know, I don't care. Like I say, my favorite woman is Ethiopian, and they got 4C sometimes, but it's like their hair that I care about.
Yeah, but what's funny is sisters got to realize they don't know how envied they are with their hair. Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean, white, Hispanic. I ran across all these different women working in the fields that I've worked in, and a number of them admire their hair and would like to get their hair like that, to the point you even seeing them do braids. So they admire the hairstyles. Some of them wish they could get a fro. They've told me that themselves. So I'm saying for a sister to have her self-esteem going the way it is, she should be proud of that because you got other women wishing their hair was like that, which is a blessing. But they don't see it like that. They're looking at it as if it's a curse.
I think the focus is in the wrong place. I think that they should focus less on like what the other women want and focus more on what I want. Like, and if the collective of men, no matter what it is, say that we want a certain thing, then give me it.
Right.
Like, why not just give me it? Like, you know, even if It is something that you're not born with. If we say we like this, then give me it, and buy the products that it takes to see that I get it. Like I
So,
don't understand why that's complicated. Like they're letting other women determine. They're letting the society. They're letting this chick determine it when they should let what the collective of men want
do you
determine how you do your hair.
so do you GC, do you think women like her are the reason why black women with 4C hair wears weave?
I think the industry promoting her is that there's no money in natural hair. There's no
Mm-hmm.
money in I woke up like this. There's money in, you wake up a certain way and you alter the way you are in order to get a certain way. So of course the industry is going to put chicks like this out there for both sides. For both
Right.
sides. See, and that's the thing. Only the 4C chicks are the ones that are crying. But she's there. They want the middle chick because this is to get they're selling these I don't know, 1A chick, whatever you want to call it. They're selling these super straight, bone straight white girls hair care products too, to get like her in the middle. They're promoting the middle so they could get both sides to buy crap. So of course people like that are going to be a hot commodity. They're going to make them the standard of beauty because they're going to sell tanning products and all kind of crap, bronzer or whatever they do, lip fillers. They're selling these purebred Anglo-Saxons stuff to look like her, and they're selling the full-blooded Nubians stuff to look like her. It's a sales thing. So
This
stop.
is
Okay.
We'll stop listening to what people are telling you what you should look like and start listening to my penis. Like let me tell you what you should look like is what I'm saying.
So real quick, I'm gonna have complex, and then we're gonna go to the divide, and then Jason, in that order. Okay. So what's on your mind, complex?
what I was trying to say is like they're trying to cancel her, but like what's funny about it is like they're like without saying it, she's being promoted. Like they chose her to promote like black women, basically, like black hair and all that. So they without saying it, they're saying that she is better. She's a better candidate to promote hair to black women. So they're basically saying she's better than her. I'm better than them. That's where she's getting this mindset from. Okay, if you're putting people indirectly like that on a pedestal, they're gonna have that mindset. That's why I don't get that the outrage. Like, of course she's gonna think that. Like you having somebody that doesn't even look like you promote your hair products. Like what the hell? You're saying that she's better. Like basically, like why is there not a black woman with her hair promoting that hair product? Why did the company come to her? That's all I wanted to say.
Well, thanks for that. Divide, what is on your mind?
Thanks for adding me on, Melody.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I think that stuff like this keeps happening because there's a lot of self-hatred in the Black community.
Mhm.
And I'm not trying to speak for anybody else, but just it seems like no one wants to really talk about it. Like, for instance, my mom is from Louisiana. And if you know anything about that area, they're very colorist,
Mhm.
texturist, you know what I'm saying? And my mom was really light skinned and all that, and I was the darkest um daughter she had. And I can't lie, I went through it growing up, but it made me more confident. But I really think that women with Afro texture hair like me, like we have to make sure that we're not promoting self-hatred. A lot of times I don't think we know that we're even doing it. You
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because like I have Afro hair, and I know the trick, like moisture game, moisture, moisture, moisture. And people want to say, oh, you got good hair, your hair's mixed. No, because if I didn't moisturize it properly, and if I didn't know how to retain the moisture, my hair would look like a stereotypical 4C hair. And I'm not saying 4C hair is ugly. Please don't take it that way.
No,
But
of course
I,
not.
I understand our hair types. I used to do hair,
Mhm.
and women would come into my house with the, covering their head, running in, and they would want me to do braids or weave or whatever. And I would talk some of them into like, let's just try it. And I showed them like, look, I properly moisturized your hair. Look at how your hair looks. And they would just like their eyes would be getting watery, like they couldn't believe that was their hair. So I think there's a lot of miseducation and ignorance when it comes to just because you're a Black woman doesn't mean you know the first or the last thing to do with your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm sorry to ramble, but
No, you're right. And I actually have an aunt who does that to my cousin. Like, she tells her, "Oh, you need to get a relaxer, or let me straighten your hair. Your hair looks terrible today." She'll have her hair like out, and she'll even tell her like, "Oh, your hair looks really bad today." It's like if it's not straightened or relaxed or neat, it's not good hair. And that's how a lot of Black people look at their hair, like you said, because it's not moisturized, because they don't know how to take care of it. And another thing I feel Black women can do is throw it in dreads or braids if they can't take care of it. There's a lot of things you can do.
Divide, I got a question for you.
sure.
Okay, you mentioned I have family out of Louisiana, New Orleans, and Lake Charles. You mentioned about the colorism. One of the things that, and I seen this with my family when I was little. Have you ever been through the paper bag thing? The way the family trips about that?
The paper bag, the pencil, and the hair test. They're
Yeah,
crazy out there. Something's wrong with them.
they
It's
would
not,
they would take the
Wait a minute.
paper bag and compare it to the
pencil on the
skin.
hair test? What's the pencil on the hair test? I'm
yeah,
curious.
what's that?
If you put a pencil in your hair and it don't fall out, that's bad hair. Your hair needs to be loose enough where it won't grab onto that pencil and it can just fall to the ground.
Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. Do you jump up and down?
No, if you
Oh,
place it in, it needs to slide out of your hair. If they place it in your hair and it sticks, you got work to do.
Wow. I never heard of that before. I
That
heard
is
of
comedy.
Right. I heard of the paper bag test, of course. I heard of the Twix test. I heard of that from Game Changer, where they stretch the Twix over your arms. What
Oh,
do they do?
when I heard that story, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of other tests, but I never heard of that before.
The
Twix, yeah. You take the Twix and you spread it over your arm to see if you're the same color as the caramel. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But is Louisiana considered the South?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
South, I've heard some horror stories from the South.
Oh, yeah. It's sad. It really is. We need to decolonize our minds. Like,
Wait. What's the pool test?
Somebody said the pool test?
Do they put your skin next to the 8 ball on a pool cue? Like what's the pool test?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But
what is it? If your hair is wet, maybe? I don't know. How your hair looks wet.
no, I think if you can get in a pool, then your hair is good. If you can't get it wet, then it's bad. I think that's
no,
what
I think this is
Everybody
what it
can get
is.
it wet.
This,
Everybody can.
this is what the pool test is. This is what the pool test is. If you got a fro and you can go in the pool and you come out and the stage more basically a fro, that's how they look at it. Hey, that's a fro. But if you go in the pool and your hair straightens out, some people when they get into the pool because of the way their hair is, because they're being mixed, when they come out of it, the hair sort of like comes straight. So that's the pool test right there. It's
right.
about the hair. It's about the hair. That's what it is.
Mm.
So yeah, that's strange. So let me ask this. The divide. Divide or divide. I thought it was defined at first, but let me ask this. Is it more important to be Afrocentric or to be attractive to me?
Meaning, like, if you were my man.
No, if I'm any man, the plurality of man. Like I'm whether you're in a relationship or not, you want to turn a man's head.
Right.
Take his attention off whatever he was doing and place it on you, even if it's temporarily. So
Right.
which is more important, promoting an Afrocentric beauty standard or turning? And I say mine, but just I'm every man in that sense. But I'm saying like just the plurality of men.
I mean, you definitely want to be attractive to men. Dang. Can you give me a minute? Can someone else? I need to gather my thoughts because that's really
Well, I asked Melody. She's the only other lady on the panel.
What was the question?
So the question is, which is more important, promoting an Afrocentric beauty standard or being appealing to the plurality of men?
Being appealing?
Okay.
Is that the wrong answer?
Well, it isn't. I'm not a woman. There isn't a right or wrong answer. I'm curious as to know which
I
which
mean,
is more important.
I would rather promote just femininity, beauty, not really the Afrocentric. I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, I agree. Like, see, I listen. I'm almost completely indifferent to hair because I like them both. I like it's just that some fits women other better than others. Like if Zaza Beats had bone straight, I probably wouldn't be that hot into it. But nevertheless, I don't like it when don't take blackness into account if I want something. For example, I want more black women to wear garter belts. Now they like to say stuff like, "Oh, that's white girl stuff," and blah blah blah. I don't want to hear that shit. Give me a garter belt. Put it on. Wear it. Like this is what I want. Do it. It's stuff like that. I don't what you think I would much rather see you in Victoria's Secret than in Daishiki. That's just what it is. It's nothing personal, and it's not that I like white women. It's this is what turns me on. Do it. Put some braces on. Like
so I have a question, game changer.
go for it.
For Afrocentric, do you mean like the garb, the afro and all that, or do you mean, because for me Afrocentric is like I don't have any self-hatred. I'm not embarrassed of my dark skin, my big lips, or anything that is phenotypically black.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I mean is the things that are adjustable, the accessories, like hair, like dark skin and big lips. I don't ask women to um, alter themselves in that way. I'm talking about the accessories. Like if a man asks you to accessorize yourself in a way that is not quote unquote Afrocentric, are you willing to do it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm your man, right?
Hmm.
And I come and I'm about to go to work, and then I say, "Hey, when I get back, I want you to put that geisha costume on with the chopsticks in your ear, and 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 just like that, you'll have no problem with that. You're not gonna say, oh, you want one of them Japanese girls. You're not gonna say nothing like that. Are you just gonna do it?
No, that's role playing, right?
Okay, okay. I'm happy with that. As I don't care about the features or the whatever type of sea level hair it is. If I want a basic costume or if I want a Sailor Moon outfit, then this is what I want today. Like, you know,
Yeah, I agree with that. That is more important than saying, wearing my hair in an afro or whatever. That's definitely more important. It's all about pleasing a man, pretty
I
much,
agree.
not each other, not like other women. So you got a
Mm-hmm.
point, right? You got a
Yeah.
point. But Divide, real quick before I move on to Jason. What are your thoughts on her? Do you think she should be canceled for what she said?
No. If anybody, her mom should be canceled. But no, she's just doing or speaking how, what her mom has said to her.
Exactly.
So I really don't, I mean, she's not a child, but I mean, can you blame her if your mom is always crapping on her own hair and always lifting up her type of hair? Like, what do you think is going to be the outcome? If her mom was the opposite, she wouldn't even think of saying something like that.
Right. Exactly. Now, do you
So
think she owes anyone an apology because she offended people?
I mean, oh my God, don't get me started. Like
No,
you
speak your
you
mind.
you being offended, like the world doesn't stop because you're offended. Get over it. Get over it.
Mhm.
Like I get offended all the time. I would be way less likable if, like, for instance, I moved to the Dominican Republic and what do they call? They call everybody gringos, which I thought just called white people that. And instead
Mhm.
of being like, oh, you know what? You're not calling me that. I don't like that. I was just quiet and I was like, why are you guys calling me that? Because I grew up around Mexicans and they only called white people güeros and gringos and stuff like that. Like, no,
True.
that's what we call any foreigner. Okay. I would have made an ass of myself if I would have gotten offended and, taking it personal. Just not everybody is out to offend you and hurt your feelings. Like,
True.
where are the adults in this world? It's so tiring hearing everyone's offended. Oh, this offends me. Like, grow up.
That's why I hate cancel culture. They
Yeah,
always want to cancel someone. That's
I, I,
true.
I don't understand that at all. Like, yeah, you're human. You can be offended, but like, who cares? Like, these aren't your family members. You know what I mean? Like, we're
Mhm.
dealing with the world. Like, you're not that important, people. Like, come on.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna get Jason in there. Hi, Jason. Jason? Oh, he probably stepped away or is probably doing something. But Chowhound, you have anything on it?
Well, I pretty much spoke on the issues, and then I asked Divide about the question, the brown bag, and spoke about the pool.
I'm here.
Self hatred
Can you hear me?
is being programmed.
Hey, Jason, you're next.
The
Um,
self hatred is being programmed through the dolls and media because look, they did tests where they had the black dolls, the African dolls, and then the white dolls with straight hair, and a lot of the black children go to the white dolls instead of the black ones. So that's something that's been ingrained and taught through the media, through the schools, through the news, so on and so forth, books, magazines. So this is something that has been very, very, very well programmed to brainwash. This is something that has to be worked on and undone. And as it took all the years to do what they did to get to this point, you have to do a whole lot to unprogram, and that means you got to start with the children. But with the cancel culture that you have, they're trying to cancel out history and everything else. So that's it's an issue even in the schools right now because of how you need to teach the children versus what they're doing and how they program.
right. I agree on that. So, Jason, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Actually, I had a situation like this today. I was my twin brother was listening to a show, and he said that these black women up there on the panel was saying, "Are you the twin with the perm?" And I'm like, I don't have a perm in my hair. That's just my natural hair. Like if you pull up my avatar, you can see my hair texture. That's the same picture. And they automatically assumed it was a perm. And I was like, why is it a problem that, you know, about hair? Why it always got to be generalized, you know?
I see it.
And it's my natural hair. I mean, I even had an argument with my daughter's mother because I had two daughters born the same year. And they both had the same hair, but because she put weave in my daughter's hair, it doesn't look like my younger daughter's hair.
Right.
And she was like talking to me like, why is it that Jada came out with the nice hair and my daughter got this? I was like, you messed up her hair. I said, put weave in there. You put conditioner in her hair. So now you have to let that you have to let it grow out of the hair and it'll go back to its natural form. But she even got mad because my daughter had the same hair that I have, and that's not. And of course, it's not by her. Like it's crazy because every come across people, it's always something about my hair, and I'm like, damn, why you don't really praise black people for just having nice hair? It's got to be, oh, are you mixed with something? And I'm not mixed at all. You know, I'm dark skinned. Both of my parents are black. You know, my father was light skinned. My mother is dark skinned. You know? So I never seen an issue of why this hair thing is an issue in our community.
I know why, because black people are the only people whose hair grow outward. Everybody else's grow down. So black people, instead of looking at it as beauty, they look at it like, oh, well, why can't my hair be like theirs? And then they want to call it things like nappy and coarse and, words like that. So I can understand why black people may feel insecure about their
Yeah,
hair.
you think I get called, I must be mixed with Dominican, I must be mixed with some type of Spanish.
Wow. And you
All
and you get
because of the hair.
and you get really offended when people say that.
Yeah, I get offended. Because let me tell you, even when I'm in the rain, my hair curls up. You know, I can't
Mhm.
control it. That's the way I was born. You know, I've never gotten this from my brothers and sisters. I only get this from the outside.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, especially white people, they'll come up to you and say, "Can I touch your hair?" You ever had
Oh
that
no,
before,
that's not, no, that's
Divided?
never happened.
They don't ask. They just put their filthy dog hands. And I say that because this lady had a dog. She just put her hands in my hair. She didn't ask. And that's happened a lot to me for some reason.
I've had that happen, and when they put their hand in my hair, it's not hard like I thought. Your hair is soft, and I don't say nothing. I just because it's around people that I know, the people I've done business with and worked around. So I didn't trip like that because I understand sometimes if you let things like that happen, that can dispel a lot of things that they put out there that was negative. So that was a
Right.
situation that changed a negative to a positive, and I realized that. So I didn't trip like some folks would get pissed off. What the fuck, I didn't do it like that. I didn't handle it like that. And she's real cool with me to this day. Real cool with me this day. Totally. She said, I didn't expect this, and you're really nice, and it opened up the door. And I have ran into some stone cold racists that turned around and said, "Man, you blew me away because I didn't think black people would be like that, but you cool." I said, "It's a lot more of us like this. You just have to give it a chance and meet people instead of going by what you've been told."
But why
Hey,
But
do they feel so comfortable to just touch? Like, come on.
because
I
these are,
would
but,
that
but
is
see,
kind
these
of
are
rude.
people,
Yeah.
these are people that I know though. That's why I already know them. I've been knowing them for a while, but they've been wanting to do this for years, and I never had allowed the situation to come about. When that situation came about, this is after knowing somebody for like 15, 20 years. When the son and I used to kick it going back into the 70s. So I didn't have a problem with this because this was his mother. This was his mother. So
Hey,
I didn't have an issue with it.
hey, Chowham, not to change the subject, but I am curious. Um, do you have people in the South that try to make paper bags a little bit darker just so they could cheat the test?
Ah! Only
Hey,
people.
I don't here they got white paper bags now and brown and
Those are plastic.
yellow. So I never seen anything to that aspect. It's just that I've seen him pull the bag out whenever the cousins or somebody bring a guy and they meeting him and he had to pass that test, man. Otherwise they wouldn't. Man, my family was a trip. Like I said,
Yeah.
like my aunt.
So like if I was the cousin, I would just like first of all, I'll just burn the bag and be like, now what? But I mean, if I'm the cousin or if I'm the dude that's with the cousin or what have you, I would have like my own darker bag, like just to.
Nah, but my uncles and them, man, I'm telling you, you couldn't go out with one of my cousins unless you come and meet the family. I mean, they were strict and they didn't want nobody dark skinned because, like I mentioned y'all before, I have an aunt that was had got pregnant, and the guy, even though he had straight hair, he was dark skinned. My grandfather's brother, he literally tried to kick the baby out of her stomach.
Ah,
Oh my God.
And I'm telling you, that shit was serious. That shit was serious. In my family, that shit was serious. It really was.
So you're not, oh yeah, you did
is
say
that
you're
normal, or is your family just messed up?
That was the older folks. It's a Creole family out of Louisiana,
Is that
and they
normal
thought,
amongst
but
Creoles?
they was normal. It was normal for them to be
To kick
judgmental like that. It
dark
wasn't nothing out of the ordinary.
Wait. You're telling me it was normal to kick dark babies that
No, I wouldn't say that was normal, but the attitude was normal. I'm not saying trying to kick the baby out the stomach. That is not that shit was not cool. But see, she revealed that to me, and I was like, well, damn, what the hell, But it was the way the family was. The
I wouldn't have
family
told
was.
nobody. That's just weird. Like
That ain't weird. It's crazy,
I
dude.
don't want crap like that in my DNA. Like, yeah, that's weird.
yeah,
But you got some family. They don't talk about this kind of stuff. But they did
Nor
this down
should
there back
they.
in there.
Nor should they. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, hey, because the kids are grown now. The kid is like 50 years old. Like, hey, I tried to kick you out your mama belly. Sorry about that. Like, it probably stuttered like Big J Triple.
oh
See,
God.
that's why the family, like some of the women, some of the women in the family went for some of the darkest dudes, man. I'm telling you, that's what they did. That's what a lot of them ended up doing.
So your family pretty much, if she was really light, she can have the kinkiest coarsely hair.
I don't know about all that. It's our family is it's like, how can I explain this? A lot of them came open, and some of them went into other races, and it's just a big mixed bag. My father's side is just a big mixed bag now, because it's whites, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, all over the place.
Mm.
So it's a
Okay.
big mixed bag. Everybody rebelled in their little ways that they wanted to do what they wanted to do. So once the old guard passed away, everybody was, hey, you do your thing.
Right.
But that hair thing, I remember when I was visiting my father, one of my cousins called. I just had a baby, and the baby got good hair and all that. And I'm sitting up here like, well, God dang. That's one of the first things she had to tell me. It's like she had to get validation from me. I didn't say anything. I'm like, well, damn. I'm not tripping like that. But I still had family members then that did. Because it didn't make me no difference.
Right. GC, who was that who said they had the picture when you walked in their grandmother's house or somebody? There was pictures of the light skinned kids with the good hair, and then to see the dark skinned kids with the 4C hair, you had to go all the way to the back.
Oh my God.
Was that Sister George? I think that was Sister George.
It wasn't me, but I will say that. Well, I will say my grandma, and it's not based on color or anything, but my grandma do like have the more attractive cousins of mine like posted higher on the wall where I'm on the mantle. So yeah, like they and my grandma's from Louisiana too. Yeah, so there is that I don't give a care. These are the handsome kids type thing going on amongst the elders.
Right, that's. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear my dogs?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead, GC. You can take over for a second. Let me make my dog stop.
Oh no, but it's okay. I know that I know I have handsomer cousins than I. That's all I was gonna say about that. But yeah, as far as belly kicking though, like that's like a bridge too near. Like how important is it? And like so if this girl, right, if this light skinned girl comes from a culture like that, then why are they blaming her? They should just blame the entire culture. Like, like she's a byproduct of it. Obviously her mother practiced vaginal eugenics just to get her that way because her mother has this issue. Her mother is trying to breed the features that she don't like about herself out of herself, and she successfully did so.
Exactly.
Why are the women who look like her mother complaining?
Yeah, they're really, really upset about it. That's why when I heard them say, "Oh, we're gonna cancel her, stop going to her channel," I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Oh, and women, don't try to do that. Listen, don't attempt to eugenics your vagina because what happened? I was gonna try it, but then I just thought, what if I had a boy? I had to think, what if I had a boy? Like, because you know how I feel about half black and Filipino girls. That's as beautiful as mixed people can get. However, what if
Mm,
I what if I just got a Filipino chick just so I can have a dime daughter and then I have a son? He's all kind of Tiger Woods weird and shit. Like, I would rather not. It's 50-50. I would rather not take that chance. Don't just breed with people you like. Don't be weird. Don't try to play weird science in your vagina because you don't know what you'll get. You don't know
Yeah,
what you'll get. You could come out with all kind of like these freckle faced blonde afro weirdos. Like, you don't know what will come out of you.
GC, you funny.
I'm a funny man, yeah.
Yeah,
That's because I'm black.
but yeah,
But
she. What happened to freedom of speech? I thought everybody was entitled to their own opinion.
yeah, they want to cancel that.
Now, like I said, I don't think she should have used the word nappy, but I mean that's about it. That's the only thing she really said wrong.
why
Like
don't you like that word, Melody?
what nappy?
Yeah.
No, I usually say kinky or coily, but the word nappy, I really don't like that word that much. But I was just saying when I was telling the story, I was saying what my aunts and them said when they were saying
Mhm.
nappy hair. That's why I used the word. But no, I don't really like that word either. But yeah, she should have. She probably just didn't wasn't thinking. That's what I think.
Now, let me ask y'all this, because I'm curious.
Mhm.
Can you cancel an attractive woman?
Yes. I mean, if we're talking about cancel culture,
I don't think that you can cancel attractive women. Think about all the Karens that got canceled. They all fat and frumpy looking. It's easy
Look,
to cancel an unattractive woman. It's very difficult to cancel an attractive woman.
but what do you
look
think?
who's look who's trying to cancel her out though. That's a key point. Who is the ones that's trying to cancel her out?
Who?
The young lady that made the statement. The one we're talking about. Who are the
No,
ones
I
that's trying to
said who's
cancel her
trying
out?
to cancel her is the question.
All of the black content creator women like I am Eloho.
Oh, wow.
Um, there's women on Instagram trying to cancel her because she's a
She's not
big
hot enough.
Instagram. Hmm?
So are you talking to Melody? Are you
Aloho's
talking
not,
about
Aloho's
pro?
not hot enough.
Are you talking about the pro African or pro black thing, or something different as far as the women are concerned?
No, everybody. Like I've heard a lot of women. If you look up her name, there's a lot of people saying cancel her.
You
Wow.
can't cancel attractive women.
You can game changer. Like I was saying, with I think MGTOW Red Pill, essentially what they're saying is it doesn't matter how good this girl looks. If she has a crappy attitude, if she's a whatever the problem is, get rid of her. That used to not be a thing. It used to be like, oh, she's a dime, I'm gonna do whatever. But now it's like they're trying to get younger guys to open their eyes and not be so smitten and stricken by a certain type of look. If a girl doesn't act right, it doesn't matter how she looks. You get rid of her. So
True. True.
that's what I'm trying to say, that yeah, she could be beautiful. If she's a terrible person, she's gonna get canceled. Not that I agree with cancel culture. I'm just saying, since it's a part of our society, heck yeah, they can get canceled.
Okay, I should go as far as to say it is difficult to cancel an attractive woman. You see, what we have here is a situation of nana envy.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to cancel somebody, you have to get both the men and women on to cancel that person. and it's very difficult to get both sides on when it's an attractive woman. It is, you know. The only demographic that can and will cancel this particular woman are the women who are less attractive than her, by significant margin, and they
Right.
can cancel it. But men are not going to stop looking at her.
So you think that the women that want to cancel her are jealous of her?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Okay.
You laugh. That surprises you? Yes, I think that
No,
a
no,
good
no.
35% of a woman's action is based on jealousy. So yeah.
Yes. Yes, because I would never think to cancel someone over, and like Melody was saying about nappy, I've had a lot of girls call my hair nappy whenever, whenever I go to get my hair trimmed, I have to get it straightened. So I'll go to the salon and my hair is like really shrunk up. I'm like, oh, your hair is so nappy. It doesn't bother me because I know I have a lot of hair. I know. Oh, another tip. Drink Fenugreek water, ladies. OMG. Like, OMG. It is the holy grail. It makes my hair grow even faster. I think that's what Indian women use. They use fenugreek oil. They eat fenugreek, like they sprout the seeds. Their
Mm.
whole diet is about beautifying themselves from the inside out. Just a tip, fenugreek water. OMG. But yeah, I think you're right. If they're jealous, if they feel inferior, they want to tear down someone. I'm not saying I agree with the girl's statements, but like I don't feel threatened by her. So maybe that's why I don't want to cancel her. I think I
Exactly.
get what you're saying.
I agree with that. These women want her hair texture. That's why they're mad. They do
Not
think
not just her hair texture. I think they want, everything about her.
yeah, her skin, everything. I agree with that. I do because if it don't apply, let it fly. Like if it don't apply to you, why are you so mad?
Exactly.
So yeah, I do agree with that.
I get it. I get it. Like I never gotten mad. I remember when I was in CDL school, this one guy, oh my God, he was talking on and on about Puerto Rican women. Oh, I got me a Puerto Rican woman. I got me a Puerto Rican, and he kept saying it every day. And it got to the point where everybody, because in between waiting for a truck, people started looking at each other like this guy is weird. And so finally, like 2 weeks later, he comes straight to me saying the same thing over and over and over. I'm like, I'm looking around like he was so bothered that I wasn't bothered because he's so used to getting a certain type of response from black women. And
Hmm.
hey, do you? I would never marry a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's no loss for me. But the fact that I saw this guy just for 2 weeks saying the same thing over and over. Some people live for drama. They have to be in the mix of some drama to feel alive or something. It's
I
really
agree.
a disease nowadays.
Yeah, they do that, and
I
that's
have a kaggle of Puerto Rican cousins, and I don't see anything special about it. Some people do, but I don't. I got relatives like that. I mean, damn, what's special about it?
what about being Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
Well, the hair. They want the hair. They want the skin complexion. They want to be able to have a culture because a lot of African American people don't really have a culture. So
they
it's a lot
they
of people
a
be
lot of
jealous.
them Melody. Yeah, Melody. A lot of them do have a culture, but they don't. They're reaching in the wrong direction. A lot of them are not African American. A lot of them are indigenous Indians to this land. That's where the culture was taken and given another identity. For a lot of us, that's our identity, not Africa. There are others that have Africa as an identity. But my father straight told me, he said, we didn't come from Africa. My father told me that. When they were talking about that back to Africa movement back in the 60s and the 70s, he said, that's BS, because that's not where we came from. There's people that know this, but they don't say much about it and they don't talk about it.
Right, but that's why we will be jealous because they took our, as you said, they took our culture, and we will be jealous of other people with culture, other people with what we consider nicer hair than ours. You know,
If
that's
they not from Africa, where they from?
he said they're from here, from America.
Your ancestors are from America.
There were indigenous tribes already here, GC. This can be researched. There's
Yeah,
facts on that.
but where did those tribes come from?
Well, when you look at Dr. Leakey and his research saying that civilization came up out of Africa, if you want to look at it that way, because of the 9.5 million-year-old girl's bones that he found, and she was melanated, you could say Africa in that aspect.
Well, there
Yes,
you go.
you could
So
say it in that aspect.
that means just that.
Let me read this these super chats. Complex Easy, thanks for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate that. And I have another one from Clue, the Clue channel. He says, Sweet Melody Speaks. Do you have good hair? I think all hair is good hair, but my hair is 3C, 4A, and 4B. I have hair. That's my texture. So it's really soft. It gets really curly. So yeah, I would consider it good hair. But even if it was 4C, it would still be considered good hair.
What do they
So
do? How
that
do you
was a
know?
trick question. Huh?
How do you know?
How do you know what?
How do they do they test it? Is there a machine? Like how do you
You
know?
can you can test your own hair. So it's all about how tight the curl is or the coil, the texture of it, how soft it is. My hair is like cotton.
That
So
was Melody. That was the hair typing system. I think it was Oprah's hairdresser that created that, where he, the 4A, 4C, all that. He created that where, goes from straight to afro textured, and then the A, B, and C is how tight the curl is.
right. And the texture too. The 3 is the texture. Like my hair
The
would be like
number.
the
Mm-hmm.
number 3. So that's why I said 3, but also I said 4 because the tight coils. But the texture is really soft. It's not like you can just put a comb right through my hair with no problem without it getting stuck.
Would a pencil get stuck?
No, yes, because of the curls. But as far as a comb, no, I don't think a comb would get stuck. How about you? Would a comb get stuck in your hair?
Mine, yeah.
Me?
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm asking her first, and then I'm gonna ask you, GC.
My hair can break combs.
Oh, you break combs. I heard somebody say if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home. I
yeah.
don't know what that means.
Well, that's something that black mothers tell their sons.
Really?
hmm That's what my mother told me. If she can't use a comb, don't bring her home.
Wow.
She's black, but she
That's
has like
dealing with the
good,
coarseness of the hair. That's what that is.
Yeah, it's dealing with the court. Basically, she did. My mom didn't like it when I said this on Chantel's panel. My mom doesn't like it. Didn't like it when I brought light-skinned girls home.
really?
Yeah.
So what if she
I
was?
mean, I didn't live with my mom, and it really wasn't anything she could do but make snide-ass comments. But
Louisiana is troubled. My mom has told me that before. Don't bring home no nappy-headed grandkids. I'm like, what?
Really?
I love you, Mom. I'm sorry, but yeah, she has told me that many times.
Wow, that's crazy. So can two people with fine hair, like the soft hair, can they have what do you call a coarse-headed kid?
well,
Mm.
anything's possible. I mean, I'm no geneticist, but I haven't seen it. But I don't care. I think that the women care more about the hair than the men do. Don't get me wrong. We notice it when it fits them. But I've seen forehair see that I like on a particular woman. I always use Zaza Beats as an example of that. And I've seen hair that straight hair on women. Well, I haven't seen like bone straight hair on women. Well, yeah, on Asian women.
Well, yeah, Asian women and Caucasian women. Yeah.
No, I don't even look right on white chicks, but it do look right on Asian chicks. But it's long. It's long, and it makes them look more Asian because of the hair. So yeah, I like it on them.
So let me ask you a question, GC. Does length matter?
It depends on the person. It's like an outfit. Like some people shouldn't wear purple or red lipstick or something. Others should. So like long straight hair works for some people and it doesn't work for others. Other people will, the nappy fro works for them. Like that chick from Game of Thrones, the light skinned chick, that works for her.
Right.
You know. I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones, but I'm just saying certain looks work for certain people. Some women can rock the afro and looks nice.
I
So
know. I was gonna say I know an older white woman. She has an afro. I don't know how she got it, but she does.
mhm.
Did you hear about I don't know if it's Japan or it was some Asian country where they have a perm that makes their hair look like afro textured hair.
Japan, Japan,
Really?
Japan.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but it might work for them.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. Natalie Emanuel. Natalie Emanuel is a very attractive one. My cousin had the audacity, that nigga, and he's one of the handsome ones on the wall. He had the audacity to say Daenerys Targaryen was hotter than Natalie Emanuel, and that was just ridiculous.
Wow. I mean, that's his opinion.
Yeah, but it's wrong, and it dishonors the family by being so wrong. I mean, there's certain things that are just universally hot, and yeah.
Guys, hit the like button.
What is it with Kim? Why is she in the chat room talking about clean? Do you come across a bunch of dirty people? Is there a bunch of dirty people? You talking about hygiene? How I rarely come across like bad hygiene people, and it's always like something else going on with them. Like they look like they just stepped out of a gym, or they got like overalls with paint on it and stuff. Like it's always like something about their appearance suggests an excuse for poor hygiene. Are they homeless? How often do you come across regulars with homeless? Put it like this: how often? Because you're a woman. How often do bad hygiene ask for your number?
Do bad hygiene guys ask me?
I was asking Kim, but yeah,
Oh,
you like while we wait for her answer, because she kept talking about hygiene.
I've
guys,
heard
really?
I've heard some horror stories about that. Like some guys think that it's homo to clean their crack. Well, I'm not a homo. I'm not.
Ew.
I've never witnessed it, but I've heard a lot of stories about some people don't wash their feet. So I mean, I get where she's coming from.
Do you smell the feet at the approach? Do they walk up to you with the smelly feet and say, hey, this is what it is?
No,
Do they come up? Do they step
I
to you with their shoes off and ask you to dance? Like, what's happening? How you smell their feet?
I was watching this one live, and this lady was going off. Like this guy came over and they were hanging out, and he took his shoes off. I'm sorry. She was
Ew.
going off. Like you bust your feet to wash your funky feet. Like she was so bad.
Ew.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I've approached a couple females, Musty.
Wait, you approach what? I didn't hear you, GC.
I approached a couple females, Musty.
Really? And what did they say to you?
French onion soup.
I gave an explanation as to why, because there's always an explanation. And I
Well,
do tell them that I'm aware of my circumstance and that this is not a norm.
GC, you're too honest.
No, listen. If I could have met them, on a day that I had my Kevin Samuels cologne on, then and a suit, then I would have. But it's like, listen, I met you now. I didn't expect to meet you now, you know, but I
But,
did, and I
but
know
why?
I'm musty. I know I don't smell like this. Let me get your number. And
Well,
that's
you
how I
don't
explain it.
to her like that. That's
Huh?
disrespectful, GC.
It is disrespectful, but it's better than nothing. Like it's better than nothing. I couldn't meet her any other way. It's not like I could say, okay, I'm gonna go home, shower, and she'll still be here. So one instance I was thinking was Jamba Juice.
Well, one thing I don't like is when men walk up to you with their breath smelling so bad. Now I get that a lot, especially when I'm at work and a man come up to me and he's trying to talk to me, and it's like I'm trying to cover my nose, and it's hard to because I don't want to be disrespectful to the customer.
Mhm.
But yeah, I get that a lot when their breath stink.
No,
I was taught.
it's no excuse for breath stinking. But like if you just leave the gym or something, and then you stop off to get a Jamba Juice before you go home and shower, and a beautiful chick just so happen to be in Jamba Juice at the same time, what do you not talk to her? Like, what do you do? What would you do, Chow Hound? Let's do that. Or what would you do, people in the chat room?
I would make a suggestion on what to do about the breath. But what I was taught was
No, I'm
if
not
you
saying
look
the
down,
breath. There's no excuse for the breath. You don't go to the gym and come out with stinky breath. I'm saying, like, what do you do in the situation? I say you leave a gym and you stop off to get a Jamba Juice, and there's a very attractive woman in Jamba Juice. Like, do you not talk to her because you're musty?
well, I would say this, excuse me, but I just got out the gym, so if there's any odors protruding from me, it's from me working out. But I'd like to speak to you for a second. If it's bearable to you, that's one way to go at it.
You'll
Okay.
say that if it's bearable to you.
Yeah, I'll say that. That's how I do it. But one of the things I was taught about, like say for instance, you look down at women's feet. For instance, if a woman, this is what my mom said, if a woman don't take care of feet, she ain't gonna take care of the cootie cat. So she said, don't bother them. If the feet ain't right, that cootie ain't right either.
I've heard that before.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
What, cootie cat?
So is that disrespectful, Melody? Is that disrespectful? You're at Jamba Juice and a guy comes and he explains it to you.
If he explains it, maybe not. If you put it that way, like you say, listen, I was just working out, but I saw you from over here, and I think you're pretty, and it's what he says and how he says it. And I'm like, okay, well, I understand you just worked out, so yeah, I might give him my number.
Okay. What about you, Divide?
If a guy is funky,
Yeah.
The way she says it. Oh.
Yeah, if a guy's funky.
I mean, coming from the gym, you gotta understand that.
Right.
There you go.
Wouldn't that
So
be mature though? If I was like, oh no,
wait, what?
it would be kind of immature if I was like, if I didn't take into account that he was literally just working out, right?
Exactly. It would be
Yeah.
immature. So yeah, I would give him a chance, and I think so would she. So
Yeah, because Tim is talking like, like generally speaking, like y'all like those basketball dudes. Like,
so what if the tables turned though, GC? What if a girl came up to you smelling?
well, I told you a story that one track girl. I'm not
Well,
gonna say how it ended,
well,
but
for those who don't know, can you repeat that story?
I don't want those private, but
Oh, okay.
I will say I have given a pass. I have given a pass.
GC went and dug out. That's what he did.
You dug her out, GC?
I don't want to tell how the story ended.
Okay.
Oh no, I said it on your show. I actually said it on your show. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I was
wasn't
gonna say
proud,
that.
but yeah. I wasn't proud, but I did. I didn't realize it when I met her, but I realized it the moment she disrobed. That I was like, oh damn, But she was damn fine, and I was like 16. I could count on two hands the number of chicks I've been with. So, yeah.
Was that another one of them Virgin Man stories?
No, I didn't have to tell her I was a virgin. I did. So for people who don't know, I did lie to the first few women that I slept with and told them I was a virgin. Of course, the first one I was a virgin, but subsequently afterwards, I found that lying to them and saying I'm a virgin helped drop the panties sooner. So I did that a little bit afterwards, but she wasn't that case.
Well, men can lie about that, but women can't. Because
Well, men
guys
could
can
lie to a
see.
certain point in age,
Right.
and I did. Because it's like, oh, and it takes some of the performance pressure off of them and me to say that. So I had a lot of reasons to lie.
Right. Kim said hair texture and skin complexion, but you stink. What does that mean?
I don't know. She been talking about hygiene. That's why I brought it up. She kept talking about hygiene. I don't get it.
I think she's saying if you stink, your hair texture and all that doesn't matter. You stink. You have other things you need to be worried about.
Right.
I get it, but I made an exception. What can I say? I was young.
Now let me ask you guys a question. Do you think white men and Hispanic men accept kinkier texture more than black men do?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, I've heard that from other women as well.
Do you mean are they less bothered by? Are they more accepting of natural kinky hair than black men?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Generally speaking, yeah.
What it is to them it's like an aphrodisiac. Just touching the hair, smelling it, all of that. So it's like an excitement to them. So it's something that's new, but they get into it like that because that's different than being with a white woman. They
Right.
don't expound. They don't expound on that though.
They fetishize it.
Yep.
Whereas black men are used to it, so they want something new.
I think collectively black men have no standards whatsoever. And therefore, if she has a vagina, they would do it. So they're not more selective about anything.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I can't agree with you on that one, GC. I'm selective.
No, I'm not talking about the individual black man. That's what I say as a collective. As a collective, we have no standards. If so, certain women wouldn't exist. Like Lonnie Love wouldn't exist if black men had standards. Like there's no, honestly, I think that it's pretty clear that we would pretty much put our penis in anything. Like and least of all like hair, like like what? We're that race of dudes that's known for like boinking 200-pound women. You're saying that being that race of dudes with that reputation, we're going around tripping on hair. Like she's 250 pounds, but look at her hair. That's stupid. No.
Yeah. Well, the hair is the first thing men see when they look at a woman.
No, I see how fat she is. It's not the first thing I see. If I see a fat chick, the first thing I see is the fat. Why? Because it's more fat than hair. That's not the first thing I see.
Right. I remember when Chris Brown said, if you have he used the word nappy hair, he don't want it if he don't want you.
Yeah.
You gotta have nice mixed girl hair, he said. So a lot of guys
that's
do
because
feel like that.
that's because he deals with like a whole different tier. He's dealing with the best of the best. Like the biggins don't even get into the door because they can't fit into the door. But in addition to that, like he's only seeing like the last tier, kind of like Harvard don't even get the C students, like the regular average students don't even apply. They only see like top of the class students apply. So they have to pick from the top of the class, like through extracurricular activities and stuff like that. It's kind of like that for him,
Okay.
but that's not the first thing he sees. That's the first thing he sees of the ones that are shown to him.
So do you think that he's exercising his preference, or what do you think of because here's where I'm coming from. I've heard non-blacks say that they like redheads or they don't like redheads or whatever, brunettes, and no one makes a big deal about it. And this is why I hate racism, because it just muddies everything up. So whenever a guy can't say I don't like black girls because everyone will bang down on him. But can it truly be a preference and not be racially motivated or self-hatred if he's black himself? Because I hear even in other communities that are like, oh, I don't like redheads, or I do, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a
Well,
preference.
the men I know who say stuff like that, and I do know men who say stuff like that. It's really a cultural thing. It's never a physical beauty thing.
Right. No, I've heard guys say they
Except
don't.
amongst, go for it.
I heard guys say they don't like dark skin. Like I heard them say I don't like black butts. You
Yeah,
never
that's what
heard?
I mean. Well, I
Yeah, like
hear people like that. I don't know what's the thinking behind that, but for the most part, the men who have ethnic preference is for cultural reasons within that ethnicity, not not physical beauty. Now, if a guy doesn't like dark skin, that's a whole different thing. But and some guys, and these typically aren't black dudes, they do have particular fetishes, and and this is because of the physical appearance of it. Like the white guys that are really into dark skinned black girls, um, you know, and the white guys who are really into Asian girls. It's sometimes that's not cultural. Sometimes it's just physical, but that's rare. Typically, it's cultural. Like when we say that we're into something, it's because of the culture. But with me, I will say like my desire for Ethiopian women is not cultural; it's physical.
so you don't like their culture? You just like what they look like?
Well, I'm indifferent to their culture. I like the food most definitely, but no, it's hands down they're extraordinarily physically attractive, and that's what I like most about them is that they're extraordinarily physically attractive. However, there isn't like a ethnicity that I'm completely just against. That I'm not that type of dude that say I don't date dot 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 because that's I don't have the mating pool that's large enough to do that. To be that selective on that regard. Now, however, if I were to put all the countries together, Eritrea is at the top as far as beautiful women, and Czechoslovakia is at the bottom. And it's not that I have anything against them, and not that I would deny penis to an extraordinarily attractive Czechoslovakian woman. It's just that collectively, Eritrean women are much hotter.
Mm.
But Habesha people are practically mixed. Most of them.
They are mixed. I mean, being close to the Black Sea and the Arabian Peninsula, you know, yeah, would have its influence on the culture on both sides. On the phenotype of the culture, don't care.
So you like injera and all of that? I love it, by the way.
I've never been.
No, have you ever eaten Ethiopian food?
Yes, I have. So what's those things in the triangle? Samosas. I like samosas. I like the chicken with that red stuff, that burgundy stuff, and that type of bread that you use that you scoop it up with.
Injera.
That's what that is.
Injera, what you eat it with.
Yeah, I like it. I do.
Amazing. I have a question, Melody, about someone in your comments.
Sure.
It's hybrid vigor. I wanted to know what he meant by that. He said it's not dark skin itself, it's the traits that vary with dark skin on. I'm wondering if he can expound on that.
Yeah, I think I know what he means. Like, usually dark skinned women have bad attitudes, and that's what he means. I heard a lot of men say that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
true.
I've heard that about light skins. I've heard that about Latino. I hear that about everybody.
but you hear it from dark skinned women. Like, yes, there exists a number of Latinas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, with a disturbing
Nasty attitude.
personality. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
However, the highest concentration for what I found is in dark skinned black women.
I think I have to agree with that. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, but
Oh no.
Well,
what I
what it's doing is it's making the collective less hot. It's because yeah, it's just making the collective less hot.
Yeah.
Guys don't want to deal with that because now there's a subconscious association between being dark skinned and being belligerent, or
Not
being
only
dark
dark
skinned and
skin,
being fat.
but black period. It
Mm-hmm.
just makes us other people look at us badly as black
Yeah,
women.
true.
And we look at you badly.
Right.
Mhm.
Care more about what we think. Like your men look at you badly because of crap like that.
But then it goes back to like what you guys were saying, jealousy, whatever.
Hmm.
So if if every woman that they come in contact with is quote unquote prettier than her, then I guess she's gonna have an attitude problem. I don't know.
That
Because
is that is possible, but you just double down on ugly. Like you don't you don't you don't down yourself. Like, you don't if you're already at a deficit, if you're already at a pretty deficit, why would you make yourself uglier by oh well, if you think she's prettier than me, wait till I throw pancakes at you in IHOP. Like, did you really help your problem?
Exactly.
Like, and I don't get it because everywhere else, like the unattractive women try to compensate by being nice or sluttier. But
mm,
you don't compensate by being worse. Like I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't compensate by being worse. That's like somebody saying, "Oh, I'll stupid you," and then do something stupider.
I don't even think they think like that.
What
I
you
don't
don't
Think
think
think?
like it.
I think if they understood that having a crappy attitude, like let's say if you're beautiful, you having a crappy attitude more than likely is going to make you come down in points. It doesn't.
Exactly.
And I wish they would realize, like, okay, let's say she is insecure. Let's say she can't grow her hair past 4 inches. um Sweetheart, if you can attract more bees with honey than vinegar, I don't think a lot of girls know that they can make themselves appear more attractive if they were more pleasant. You know,
Stop.
I really don't think they don't get that.
Right.
They should, because I tell them, like, yeah, be more pleasant. Like, don't be less pleasant. I don't
Smile
understand.
more.
It's yeah, because that's what um um Orientals do. That's what they do, and that's how they win. That's how they win over white girls. What you think guys are with them because of the big supple bosoms that they have? Fuck no. No. It's because they're pleasant. It's because they're pleasant. They go home, they take their shirt off, they take their bra off, look in the mirror, and they say, "I gotta be pleasant." They do, and they triple down on the pleasantries to compensate for what's not there, what's not up there, and what's not down there. They compensate in every way they can. They longen their hair, they don't age. They take vampire potions and stuff. Like they do that. They become more submissive. That's what you do when you're at a deficit. You don't throw pancakes. What's wrong with you? You don't get fatter.
I'm glad I was called ugly. I was called, oh, I got clowned in school, but it made me formulate a personality. You know what I mean?
It
And
did.
the older I got, thank God for makeup. I made do with what I was given. You know what I mean?
Is
And
that
like,
you in the picture?
yeah, but that's Face App where it makes you prettier.
Really?
But yeah, that the Face App like where it puts makeup on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that. But like, yeah, that's me. But I like wearing a lot of makeup. It's not that I'm insecure. It's just that I know I get treated better if I wear more makeup. I look, presentable. You have to play the game. You have to play the game.
Yeah, true. Because you look really pretty in your picture.
That's the
Um,
face.
yeah,
That's
but
the
nobody would have knew that if you ain't say, if you didn't
well.
say
I'm
it.
gonna I'm gonna keep
I
it
I
real.
wouldn't know, but I'll go for it.
That's the face that now I can totally put the makeup on like that. Like whenever I get my makeup done, it does look like that. But I have
Right.
to be honest. That's technology.
Well, we appreciate your honesty because a lot of women lie these days. So,
Oh no 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 no.
but you look absolutely stunning.
So
I
do
think you're
you, of
gorgeous.
course. You do too.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
No, but like, is that cheating? Wearing makeup, or is that being smart? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna I'm not gonna clown myself, but makeup definitely puts me up a lot of points. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I wear makeup? You understand what I'm saying?
right. No, I get it.
Well,
I do get it.
if you ask me if it's cheating, um, online it is cheating. It's cheating if it's done online, and because what happens is girls don't want to meet because they're worried that one day the makeup will come off or the app work will come off. So they don't want to meet. They just want to be remembered and thought of in this particular light and setting. So I will say I've seen it become problematic. That being said, I understand why women do it. Kind of the way, on my resume, I have a 5.0 GPA and graduated on top of the top person in my class. Like, that's what you do. Everybody else is gonna lie. So you gotta outlie everybody else. So I get why it's done, but I will say I used to online date and it is like, oh crap, you know, this it is a disappointment sometimes. A lot of
No,
times.
but like when I put makeup on, I look like that. When I take it off, I just look regular. It's not
And
that I'm
that's fine.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
that's
No,
for
no, that's
everybody.
fine. But you got to understand there are some who take it way beyond the level of adjustability. As long as you're within a reasonable, respectable range of whatever the filters and stuff is making you into, I'm perfectly okay with that. But sometimes it just be ridiculous. So
Yeah.
so I walk into a Burger King and I look at the picture of the burger, and I know that the burger I get is going to be within a respectable range of that. But like if I get a burger that looked like it came out the garbage can and it was all beat up and it didn't even have sesame seeds on it, then I'm upset.
Right. Wait, let me just say, MOT, Man of Tomorrow, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, feminine, pleasant, and nice, culturally weak according to American black women standards.
Now, is that those things are culturally weak, or is it the culture itself that is weak?
Good question. Come up, MOT.
Because
Thanks for coming. Go ahead.
here's
Oh,
the thing.
I
Here's
love MOT.
Oh,
Here,
me
here's the thing, MOT, and you can vouch for this. Throughout history, the best culture of men have the most submissive women at home. That's why you
too.
have like the geisha, and they be taking like three baths and stuff, and then they men go out and samurai niggas and shit. Like that's if you want samurai, you gotta be a geisha woman. Like that's it. You got to be a Sailor Moon chick. That's what you got to do. That is what you must do if you want to samurai your man. You got to get sandwich and get sushi. That's what you got to do. If you want that 4.0 dude, then you got to be that chick that do geisha stuff. Same with the knights. People like behind every knight was a lady, and the term "lady" comes from it's defined in modern terms by femininity. The more feminine you are, the more masculine your men are. You know, why do you think the Vietnamese, would jump out of trees and stab a Navy SEAL on the top of his head? Why? Because they had these me love you long time type chicks that be digging in your ear with Q-tips and stuff. Yeah, you know, I'm serious.
Oh my God. MOT. Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me? So I'm
Yes,
driving
we
extraordinarily fast. So, all right. So,
definitely hear you.
all right. Yeah. So GC, what I meant was that, in like American black women culture, like you can't be all three of those things because it's considered weak within the women type standard, which is why they don't exercise it. That's why they exercise the opposite of that.
Yeah, I know. No, I do know that they shame and they call them pick me's and stuff like that. No, I get it, and that's what I'm saying. That the culture is weak for even allowing such behavior.
Well, well, I mean,
But not
it's
embracing femininity properly, that is a sign of a weak culture.
yeah. I mean, but most of these women have been inundated with choice. So once you've been inundated with the same choice that you didn't have to earn, you lose respect for whatever choice it is that you have. And then on top of that, when other people don't want to choose you because they culturally understand what's going on and the reason why you don't have those choices, and that's what it kind of turns into.
Well, yeah, I mean, I will say that they are adept at manipulating the culture. In fact, and I know you just got
Sure.
here, but that's what we're talking about. They're trying to cancel this woman for being proud of of her hair. She's a mixed woman. That's
Oh
them
yeah,
attempting to manipulate the culture and what people want, as opposed to manipulating themselves into what we want. You know?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing when Kyrie said his beautiful black queen whenever he was married to that woman temporarily that he was married to. Given how she looked, a lot of people was mad at that shit.
Hmm.
Why? She wasn't phenotypically, what I'm saying, super cobalt, what I'm saying, BFI garbage can, fucking bluebird, fucking black. And she was kind of light skinned and they didn't like it because somehow it's okay to disrespect the shit out of men, but the women gets no disrespect, none whatsoever, even though they're always on the offense, chopping heads off. I don't understand this. I mean, it's I don't know. I so wish these people could do a do over, but I don't know how a woman can like overcome that kind of run up and head start to these people messing up their image so bad. I don't know how it would be done. I don't know.
So, um, and not to change the subject, but I want to address hybrid vigor. He says Asian men aren't as masculine as black men, right? Listen, there's nature and then there's nurture. Okay, naturally, yes, we are. However, in every way that requires education and upbringing, nurture and improvement, they have us beat.
Yes.
That's the thing. See, we rely on our nature when we rely on upbringing, and we need to be upbrung by geisha women, and then that's how you get the maximum masculinity. Okay, Mike Tyson had the masculinity. Why? Because he was adopted into a different culture. That's how that works. You take our nature. If our nature was combined with geisha woman, then we would be unstoppable.
Yeah,
But it's not.
I agree. I agree.
It's not. It's our nature is being suppressed by these belt bitches that you see in Walmart. That's the
Masculine.
Belt,
reason.
Yeah.
belt bitches. What?
You know, you know what I mean. Those chicks that walk around with a belt in their purse and stuff like that, constantly punking and pegging their kids.
Whoa.
You know what yeah, the belt bitches.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, let me just let me read this super chat real quick. Thank you, Andrew Wilkins, for the super chat. He says, it's a fact black women don't like or appreciate dark skin or bushy hair. So why should a biracial chick appreciate it?
Good point. The
That's a good
mother didn't
Oh.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's obvious that she was just saying what her mom was saying.
Hmm.
That's all. So
And her mom didn't appreciate her own bushy hair. That's why she did she raised her daughter that way.
yeah, lately I've been watching a lot of biracial TikToks and not biracial. What do you call them when it's a black woman and there's a white man? Swirlers. There you go. I've been watching a lot of swirler TikToks and things like that, and the women all had little babies with the pretty hair, and they always say, "Oh, look, my baby have pretty hair," and they always want to bring attention to that. So I'm just like, it is the women doing this to the kids, telling them how pretty their hair is and how pretty their complexion is. And then people wonder why they talk so bad about dark skinned people with 4C hair. It's definitely the women.
MOT, do the men do that? Because I have seen women in Texas do that. But do the men in Texas say stuff like good hair to their daughters and,
Right.
Yes, a hell of a lot more in Mississippi than you would care to imagine. But yeah,
Really?
So
More
why
than
did
the
they
women?
get with a nappy head woman and then talk crap about the daughter that looked like the woman that you boinked?
I don't know, man. it's it's not it's not something that I'm going to repeat or allow within my presence. But it's yeah, that's why I had to break the cycle altogether by just, hey, where can I get the tigerest fucking mom imaginable?
Yeah, exactly. You want a tiger mom dragon lady, and that's another thing they good at. They may not be filling out C cups, but they do have the tiger mom. I'll make your son a doctor thing. They
I
do have that part down.
I would take those A cups to 32 Bs in a fucking heartbeat to have that shit. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, when it comes to yeah, it's like I mean, so ladies, what I'm saying is, if you feel like you're unattractive, then by all means raise a doctor. Don't become one yourself. That's not going to make you hotter. Show me that you can raise my son into becoming a doctor, or release his best potential, whatever that is. Tiger Woods him. Do something.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but like when you're like around an extraordinarily feminine fucking woman, like you find like in the rural South, like where I'm from,
Mhm.
it's traumatizing and it's refreshing at the same time. Traumatizing because you're never going to see that shit outside of this environment, and refreshing is, you know what? I appreciate your efforts.
See, that's what I want, MLT. I would love
Yeah.
to just go to the South and find like a pretty chick that make me a peach cobbler when I get there.
Oh God.
But the point is, I got to go to Mississippi to do it, and it's all kind of
Yeah.
strange there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to be like walking through the backwoods of Mississippi, hoping to find a feminine woman.
Okay. We got paved roads, and most of the trees are cut down. GC.
It's not paved; it's semi-paved because like you can
If
see
a
where the
rock
grass
road
is.
is still considered paved, sir.
Okay,
I wanted to ask MOT a question.
what
He
happened?
MOT was saying something before Game Changer changed the subject. He was saying something about, I think, the image.
Yes.
How can you say that again? Because I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes. I mean, my personal opinion, I think that most dark skinned women have completely ruined the image of dark skinned women so bad that I don't know of a formula that's going to be able to get it back. I don't know what they would have to be able to do other than do what I see that's normally in the South, just extraordinarily cotton candy feminine fucking women. Like I don't unless that's like a movement and you have like a roving mob of like overseers that's gonna make sure they all act like that. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was speaking earlier before you got on. I'm dark. I have kinky hair and all of that. And whenever people realize that I'm not that stereotypical whatever, then they go, "Oh, you must not be American. You must," they try and pass me off as some other culture. They won't accept, wow, I finally met a Black girl that's legit. She doesn't have a terrible attitude problem. I'm friendly, this and that. They just, nah, you can't be from here. Like,
Yeah,
Really?
they
yeah.
won't accept it.
You
I'm
don't
not
look
going to say
dark.
I'm perfect or
You're
anything, but
dark skin.
That's the app.
yeah, I
Oh
the
yeah,
face,
you
the
lightened
face,
the picture.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it did. But I'm dark. Like I said, I have no like mixed type features. I'm just really like regular black. But when people get to know me, then you can't be American black. Is that's impossible. I'm talking about other Americans. Like no, that's impossible. Like you don't act like a darky, you know? Like that's what they say to me. Like they just can't. Their mind can't process it, and it really makes me sad. It really does. It's really
No, no,
Yeah.
sad.
no, 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 no. You should feel the opposite way of that.
You should be happy, not sad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would be happy.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like when people meet me, they think, hold on a second.
Okay.
Well, I
Yeah,
think she.
like
Oh, go for it. You got it,
all right,
MLC.
yeah. So it's like when most people think of people from Mississippi, they think we're like the bushwhackers from the old WWE, like walking around with missing teeth and all this kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
We're just normal human beings like everybody else, man. So
Right.
it's like, wow, your English is so good. Like, did you say you're from Mississippi? I'm like, yeah, they teach English down there and everything else that they teach everywhere else. And it's like, oh man, you're so smart. Okay, so everybody in the South is dumb all of a sudden? Oh no, 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 I didn't mean that. So it's like, okay, so over time I had to learn it's a different experience versus what they have in mind before you speak. So I had to take it as a backhanded compliment that I shouldn't, you know,
Yeah.
talk about. But I know what they're saying because I didn't understand the why for a while until I actually went around some of the people. I'm like, what the fuck, man, this is unacceptable. I'm like, hey man, I don't feel comfortable here. You either? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be around this shit. And they're like, oh, thank God.
No, I understand because, like you both were saying, people say that to me, like, "Where you from? Your voice." I'm like, "My voice?" They're like, "Yeah, it's super feminine and you're sweet and you're really nice." And I'm just like,
Yeah,
"So black women can't be nice?" They're
They
like, "Yeah,
feel
yeah, yeah,
unaccepted.
but you don't understand, like, like most women down there. I mean, they they give up their feminine voice for this type of sounding like Ice Cube shit, and it's like, oh, I don't want to hear it. And it's like when you hear like any woman that resembles black that has like a feminine sounding voice, you're like, yes, yes,
yeah."
yes, great, 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 great.
But
Keep talking.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can really what do you call that? Change their voice. I think that's the voice they were born with.
Yes, you can.
Can you really?
Like, yes, I had to learn to change my voice. It took a long ass time, but yeah, I used to be, yeah, sounding real southernish.
Yeah, like even when I
Yeah.
try to change my voice, people know it's me. Like I used to call my job and prank call. They'd be like, Melody? I'm like, damn, can't change my voice. Even when I look, let me see. I'm gonna make it real deep. You ready? Yo, what's
Yeah.
up, GC? Do I sound the same or different?
Well, I know it's
Same
you.
as
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
See,
I
I
mean,
can
but
never
when you
change
when
my
you hear
voice.
people a lot, that's gonna happen. I remember my mom
Yeah.
when I was a kid. She tried to pretend to be a stranger, and I opened the door anyway, uh,
Right.
and got a whooping. But I was like, Mom, I heard your voice, but she didn't care. She's like, you open
Oh,
the door
that's
to
messed up.
strangers.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, but I'm like, oh, Mom, I know it's you.
Yeah. Somebody said I have two different voices. I don't
What?
understand what you mean by that.
I don't either. I
Do
mean,
I?
well, people's voice is gonna change slightly depending on the mood they're in. Like,
Yeah, like right now I'm excited, so it's probably higher
I
pitched.
wish I had a feminine voice. Yikes. I could
Huh?
take over the world.
Oh, what did you say? I didn't hear
I
you.
wish you know how your voice is so, feminine and airy. Like,
Yeah.
I sound like Kermit the Frog, you know? But
No, I like your
I
voice.
could I could totally try, but it would be fake. I would forget and but I wish there was a way that I could change my voice and make it more light, more, oh
I mean,
geez.
you really don't have to. I mean, like, if your behavior is there. Like nobody like listen. I've seen other cultures where the women are not not attractive at all, but the way that fucking woman treats that fucking dude, I understand why the fuck he's with her, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's like the behavior is a piece you just can't get past. The behavior and what you think of the actual person that you want to be with, and not being inundated with the same choice that you don't have respect for. Those things kind of take it. Like I said, I don't know how you fix it. I mean, I know you have to be like considered another culture, and you have to be like maybe go with that lie or whatever. But it's it's better than think about being a domesticated counterpart. They're gonna look at you as Lizzo or any of these other yeah.
True. They're ruining your ethnic reputation.
Yeah, they are. They are.
So look at Kim. The nicest, sweetest women have killed men. The nice, quiet ones are sneaky. Listen. You see, here's the thing.
Oh God.
No, because this is that type of stuff. Like, you know something? You're that mouse. You are the one. You're the mouse that get killed in a mouse trap with no cheese. Like, if a mouse get killed in a mouse trap, it's because it was trying to get the cheese. It was actually baited. It was actually a bait and then a trap. Just kind of like you put a worm on a fish hook, and then the fish get hooked. Yes, you can get hooked if you eat a worm. However, it makes sense. They're going for the worm. You're trying to get people to not go for the nice, sweet ones, go for the ones who are obviously going to get you killed. The ones that got tattoos on their face and crap like that, with 8 brothers that all did time. Like, you want us to go directly for the kill, huh? You want the fish to eat the hook with no bait on it. No. If you want to trap somebody, you got to do what Brittany Reynolds did. You got to get some bait. You got to get some goddamn bait about you, okay? And then you could try to trap me. But outside of that, you walking around being obviously a hook or being obviously a mousetrap. Get out of here.
Like
the opportunity to eat the cheese and run. You don't just go out there with no bait and saying most good cheese is a trap. Nope, that won't work.
GC, like, all right, I left home like the week of the 1st of October was like homecoming. And I visited a cousin that I haven't seen in 25 years. And she's like a good 236, 236 pounds, and which is quite normal for the area. Now, at least, especially for older women. And she looked at her, she was like, why are you dating her? What's wrong with her? I'm like, she thought there was literally a problem because she wasn't as big or even on the big scale as where she was. So
wait a minute. You're saying 236 wasn't big there?
No. That's normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. I mean, okay. Unfortunate, but it is. So it's like she was making I'm definitely a fat bitch because arguments, and it's like that's what it is. And like when women say shit like that, they're like, you know what? The skinny ones that get you killed. That's why I'm fat, so that way I don't get you killed. I'm like, what? No, what? What the fuck?
It's all excuses.
It's that logic.
It's like, ask us what we think before you do all that shit.
Well,
we'll tell you.
They want you to say, oh, I could get killed by a skinny woman or I could get killed by a fat woman. So I might as well just it don't matter. It's always going to matter. It is always going to matter. I want to die by beautiful. Okay?
Yes. All day.
It's like the South. It's like a Klingon. Today is a good day to die. And this is a pretty enough bitch to die in. Okay? You want to die that way.
Agreed.
Ain't that what the South say when they whistling Old Glory? Like, beauty, beauty, what a hell of a way to die. She's sexy. Beauty, beauty, what a hell of a way to die. She's sexy. Like, that is how you die. It's it's better than to die by ugly,
Yeah.
and it's better to die by fat. Like people can look at their Brittany Renner situation and say, "Hey, that makes sense." It don't make sense when she it would people would look at him worse if he was fat and ugly.
Mm-hmm. That's why black women gotta stay in the gym. We gotta start working out more.
Exactly.
And I mean, like, holding that composure isn't hard. It's just that you gotta understand that if then else, if I eat all this shit, then this is going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
And
gained like 15 pounds and I'm really, really sad.
as you should be.
Yeah.
I mean,
You lost
Monique really messed these women head up too. Well, yeah. And then she lost all that weight. Like, all right, man. Okay.
yeah.
yeah, it's this feeling that they can substitute with confidence, or they could trick society into into falling for it. No, if you want to trap a dude, you gotta have bait. You gotta have delicious bait, not just regular old. You can't put a Cheeto in a mouse trap and think you're gonna trap a mouse. No, it's got to be actual, real California. Well, whatever. I'm in California, but it has to be real cheese.
Yeah, some of that French shit that you can't
Yeah,
pronounce.
exactly, exactly. Holy gula mulas or whatever it is. Exactly.
Why are you so funny today, GC?
I'm funny. I'm a funny man. Like that's what you do.
MOT, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So the title was biracial YouTuber wrong for saying she's blessed for not having 4C hair like her mother. What's your take on that?
My take on that is she knows with saying something like that, the backlash is going to come with it. So I don't think there should be any backlash given how much shit that the course community, let's just call that in parentheses or air quotes, with,
Right.
what they can feel. But it's like it's kind of like a person saying, you know what, I feel good and I'm white, but they're not a white supremacist and they don't mean it that way. It's kind of like the same thing with a woman saying like, I love my beautiful hair. Shit, it's kind of like the same thing.
Right. So you think she was wrong for that?
No, I don't.
Oh no.
I think I think that if that's her, yeah, very proud.
Right.
Yes, and like more like the biracial community should be coming out and saying even more about how proud they look, because like most of the dark skinned people like in their life told them to suppress their goddamn beauty, suppress your femininity, act differently around me, all that shit. So yeah, I understand why they're doing it, because they finally have a voice to talk. Like people don't understand the enormous amount of bullshit that biracial women fucking go through. Me, a person from the South, I've seen it. How they used to do dangerously corrupt and stupid shit to them, for no other reason except for being light skinned and fine as fuck. That's it.
I do see that a lot. What about you? Do you see that a lot?
No, I mean I lived and I witnessed it with my own two eyes. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
the divide, I meant to say. Divide. Do you see that a lot? A lot of light skinned and biracial girls being victims?
Yes, and it's okay for them to speak up and be proud of their beauty, because the course community have told them to suppress their beauty so that way they could be the beauty standard. That's what happened. That's what happened. I mean, I was here on the planet Earth when they was doing it. I mean, we can't just sit back and act like they wasn't doing what they were clearly doing. And it's like, look, most men just want a woman that's just nice. And keeping up a figure is not hard. But at the end of the day, if you decided to not be nice and not keep up a figure and you're inundated with dick still, like you can't say women like that, because they got to the dick without being feminine or nice or any of that other stuff that they claim that we don't like in other women. You can't say women like that. You can't. The only
True.
thing you
It's
can
just
do, the only thing you can do is act differently and hope people think that you're from another culture and just take that as a compliment and get the fuck out of there.
I was gonna say I've had a very unique experience because my parents were in the military,
Yeah.
so that made me the new girl, right? And we went to all these, no offense, all these like backwoods towns. Like, what was one in middle school? It was Fort Stewart. Oh my god!
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
these were people that were born and raised in that thing, like their whole life. Their mama, the mama, everybody is from there. And in middle school, for me, middle school was really, I learned a lot. Um, because the military bases were there were tons of different cultures. There was the people from there, white and black, and all the military people were like the Puerto Ricans, Filipinos, whatever. There were a lot of different people there. But because I always came in like one, it wasn't ever at the beginning of the year. It was always like in the middle, close to the end. So I was like, like, oh, who is this person coming at the end of the year? So about the what Melody was asking, I've gotten it from mixed girls, light skin, dark skin. I've been done dirty by all types of girls. And
Wait a
like I was
minute.
telling you about,
Mixed girl? Mixed
I've
girl? Really?
I've
Wow.
had problems with all, and I'm just talking about as a child because now I'm an adult. I don't have problems with anybody, but in middle school and high school, yeah, the Puerto Ricans, the mix, all the girls, they were all mean. They were all, the thing is, me and my sisters had long hair. Mind you, we're not mixed.
Uh-oh.
It's just
Uh-oh.
that, exactly. My mom knew, my mom being from Louisiana, she knew how important it was. Like, you're black, you're dark, you need all the help you can get, right? And maybe it was coming from a colorist point of view, but she did what she had to do to make sure our hair was really long and healthy. And that kind of made me like an other. They couldn't they
Right.
couldn't call me bald head. I mean, they could definitely call me dark and all that, but I'm being honest with you. I've seen terrible, nasty attitudes from everybody, not just dark black girls. I've gotten it from all different races, through school and stuff like that. So yeah.
Did you consistently have the long hair thing throughout school?
Oh yeah.
All right. So see now that's another level to the shit. Regardless of how you look, having long hair that's yours. I've seen this shit since I was in middle school about how you have these personnel of the non-longer hair variety come and like clown motherfuckers with long hair like, oh yeah, your edges are burnt and all this shit. So this woman would just go and cut off all her hair so that way she could be treated better by uh the 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 non-blessed hair community. And I'm like, why fuck would you do that? That's what we like. And it's still like another level of being feminine and having long hair and all that shit.
Right. Yeah, long hair is very important on a little girl, no matter
Yes.
what complexion she is.
Yes.
But also, it can be a curse because my long curly hair got nared off of my head. So you got to be
Mhm.
careful. It don't matter what you look like, they're going to pick on you regardless. But
True. That's how we learned about the fenugreek, because a girl who was mixed cut the back of my, like a piece of my hair in the back of my head. And, my mom was freaking out, and she had a bunch of different cultural friends and they told her about the fenugreek. And that's how we learned, like, dang, fenugreek really grows your hair out fast. But it's sad the things that girls go through whenever they have any one thing, because like, look at my forehead, look at how big my forehead is, you know what I mean? They could have picked on me about so many things, but for them to physically cut my hair, like, people are evil. People are evil. I went through it in school, I really did. And then you hear I have a speech impediment. Man, I went through it.
yeah, I thought I was ugly for a little while.
Oh,
I
come
didn't
on.
know. I'm serious. I thought I was ugly because the ugly girls were calling me ugly.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and I didn't, and I used to come home crying all the time.
No, I
And then my
cried.
Yeah.
mom,
Oh yeah, yeah. They were good for you because them ugly girls got fucking hands. I seen them knock out grown ass men and niggas and shit. So
oh
good for
yeah.
you.
No, these girls were mean. I mean, my
Oh
hair,
no.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Believe that. Ugly women got hands. I'm just gonna tell you. I have seen many a ugly bitch raise up and down grown ass men. So yeah,
Me too. Like
yeah.
women.
MOT reminds me of Patrice O'Neill a little bit.
You hear that, Monty? Oh my god.
I'm telling you, like there wasn't that many pretty women with hands. You know, they never had to fight, but them ugly bitches was mad all the fucking time. I'm telling you.
Mhm. For no reason.
Somebody said they use ugly rage.
I'm telling you, man. You try one of them ugly bitches if you want to. All right.
Well, Monty, did you get picked on by ugly girls?
Nah, I mean, like I was like a dude that was like like when I left high school,
Hmm.
graduating, I was like 5'1" and 110 pounds. I'm not lying. Yeah,
Wow.
so yeah, and you know, I thought I could play sports and shit outside of running track. So yeah, of course, you know, the world, you know, no, it doesn't do too well for somebody who's 5'1" and 110 pounds and think he runs shit. Nah, man. No, yeah, hey, yeah, man, like these dudes like 6'4" and looking like giants and shit. Of course, they wanted to beat a motherfucker's ass. As soon as I opened my mouth about anything, they wanted to beat my ass. Yes.
Yeah. But I'm saying the girls too. Like I know girls, they pick on boys.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Because yeah, I was much smaller or smaller than the fucking girls too. So I had to like
Mhm.
have some extra shut the fuck up and be nice to everybody and shit. Because you know, when you're a little person, you know, you know, you're gonna get tried all the time. You know, it's
Exactly. Oh, Jerome said he
Melody.
always thought. Wait, hold on. He said he always thought you were 6 feet. Jerome said.
no. I said when I left high school. So you know, I left high school. I went to the military. You know, I started getting 3 meals a day. You know, that's when dude get like nutrition and shit. And I've grown up into be a grown ass nigga. But down there, not that much to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm 5'10"
Right.
now. Yeah, but down there when I left there, nah, man, I was like 5'1". I
Aw.
had like a huge growth spurt because when I left I was 17. So you know,
Mm-hmm.
MOT, you ever eat dirt?
yes.
Dirt? You ate dirt?
Mississippi people eat dirt, Melody. They got dirt out
Oh,
there that they eat. That's why
okay, that's nasty.
I'm not going to Mississippi. If
Yeah.
somebody say you want some dirt,
It
That's
wasn't like
gross.
that, but I'm definitely not going to go into the situations. And it's an S on it. Yeah. So
wow.
No.
I think the situation is being in Mississippi. Like, if you find yourself in Mississippi, you're gonna eat dirt. You're gonna find yourself in a subsequent situation that in anything, any series of events that could possibly end with me eating dirt, I'm gonna try to avoid at all costs.
yeah, but we ate like raccoon and snake and
Yeah, I'm gonna
alligator and
avoid that too. Raccoon eats my
wild
dirt
boar.
from the
Yeah,
food that I eat, and I'm not gonna
squirrel.
eat
Ew.
it.
MLT. That's nasty.
I didn't know. I mean, you know, I had to leave and go to like the rest of the planet to realize, nah, man, like squirrels okay. No, we don't put squirrels on grills, man. Like,
My dad, he eats frog legs.
yeah,
Ew.
yeah.
You
I
ever
haven't
ate
had
that?
frog legs since I left the South. No, I no, I haven't.
Okay, that's okay. Well, at least you didn't eat that. But he eats alligator. Ew, it's
Yeah,
just nasty.
yeah. It's a
Disgusting.
alligator is an acquired taste, and it's distinguishable as hell from anything else you would ever eat meat wise. You
Right.
you can't rate alligator on the chicken scale. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, because they say everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
So,
of course it does. Until it's
yeah.
alligator.
Yeah. Okay. So, Divide, do you have something to ask me? I heard
Yeah, I
you
was
call my
just gonna
name.
thank you for taking me on. I'm gonna fall back and enjoy the show. Thank you so
All
much.
right, cool, miss. All right,
Thank you
thanks for coming
for
on.
coming.
You guys take it easy.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful, Melody. I love you, girl. Okay, bye, y'all.
Thank you.
All right,
Oh,
later.
you too. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Peace.
Okay. So, GC says, be back soon. Did you leave?
No, I'm about to step away now. I just had to ask MOT about the dirt before I left.
Yeah,
You
I'm
could
at
have
the
asked me about
2:30.
that behind the scenes, GC. What the fuck,
Oh,
man? Now that shit's
my
gonna.
bad, man. Yeah, I got the number, man. My bad. Next time I ask behind the scenes.
Right.
Hey, I outed myself today, for being with a chick that was non too fresh. So I outed myself too.
Oh, nice.
All right.
That's not. Oh, MOT, have you ever been with a woman that wasn't too fresh? Tell me. Or,
Not really.
oh, good. At least, you know.
No, not really.
Never in your life, even when you were a kid or young.
Um, no, not even that point either. No,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll tell a story. No, I'm not gonna out myself.
no,
I
don't.
was no, it was about a guy that, but yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's not cute.
yeah,
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna put no guys on blast. But
yeah. Yeah.
Jerome says, "How tall are you now?"
5'10".
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
I
pretty
grew
tall.
that much, and like, what was that? Because I was 5'10" when I came from Germany back to the United States. So we're talking about 90. Like I left in '96. I came back in '98. Then I went back over for another year, and I came back in '99. So yeah, 5'10" in that period of time. Yeah, nobody knew who the fuck I was because I left being 5'1", 110. I came back like at that point I was 5'8", 5'9", and I was like 170. So it's kind of hard to get people that you grew up with to understand that you can grow in that period of time.
Yeah, I thought you were fully grown by the time you're like 17, 16. Like tall. I
Oh
mean,
no,
you're
oh no, like you can grow like into your 20s and shit. I think you stop growing like
I never.
21, 22. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what stumped my growth. I was 5'2" like all my life. I never got any taller. So weird. I think it was coffee.
Coffee don't stop growth. What?
That's what they said. They say coffee stunt your growth. I don't know how true that is, but
Uh, that don't sound scientific to me. Or it isn't in
yeah.
coffee that makes you wake up in the morning but makes you stop growing as a person. Come on, man. If anything,
Right.
coffee should make people turn into like 8-foot monsters and shit. Now that would make sense.
I agree. Panda King, he said it's a myth.
All right, good.
Yeah. I can see that.
Uh,
He said he said, damn, you had a huge growth spurt. That's what
that's what
Jerome
I'm
said.
saying. Yes, it was that large, man. Even when I go back for like the class reunions and shit, like I seen a guy who I haven't seen since 10th grade. 10th grade. It's like fucking like at least 28, 29 years ago. I seen him for the 20th reunion. He was like, wait a minute, we was the same fucking height. How are you as tall as this guy? And when you left, you was this height. I'm like, I don't know, man. Went to the military. Started eating 3 meals a day, man. What's
Yeah,
up?
and working out.
Oh yeah, man. They worked
Yeah.
the fuck out of us. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't easy. I heard they had to like pepper spray you and it's scary. I couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because I was a cop, so we had to. Yeah, it was a lot of strange shit that was unneeded that they made us do for no other reason than to see our reactions on film and just show it to everybody else.
Yeah,
They love doing
facts.
stupid shit like that. Yeah. So
It's crazy. What?
yeah.
GC, you there? Oh yeah, he left. Yeah, but this whole nappy head thing situation, I think I don't think she should apologize. At first, I said, okay, if she hurt people.
No. If she's apologized, she's gonna make it worse. On her, embrace your fineness. Make them bitches catch up.
Right.
Hey, I was just. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I was just about to head out, and I seen something real strange that I wanna show to people because it was just so bizarre. Hold on.
Okay, I'll share your screen.
Okay, and this is about light-skinned women, so we're on topic here.
Uh-oh.
And she has quote unquote good hair.
Get your best friend.
Hold on. She has quote unquote good hair, but
Mhm.
I looked and I was like, WT.
Yeah, he said WT and the mic drop.
Cut off. Let me share a screen.
Yeah, man. So we got light skinned audio mods now. When you start talking shit about light skinned women, they just cut your mic. That's what's happening.
Right. Oh my god. You see, what is this? I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I can't hear nothing either.
No sound.
Oh my god. She looked dark skinned as fuck, man. I don't want to hear this.
She not dark skinned.
Yo,
She-
her activities. Her activities.
Oh, her activity.
What in the world was that?
No, we didn't hear anything. There was no volume.
Yeah, but there was no sound.
Oh, my bad. Let me. I meant to share mic. Okay, hold on one second.
It's strange because there's audio cut and we couldn't hear her talk either at the same
In a
time.
recent Bloomberg report on the special, this employee
Huh?
Okay, something happened and it went to the Black Authority by mistake.
Calculated the figures internally,
Oh, it went to.
but was noted to have.
Hold on, my
What
bad.
the
It went
fuck?
to like the. No, it went to the next thing. That's how when the video.
Oh, okay.
Next,
Okay,
yeah.
next video. Oh.
Yeah, and apparently Black Authority was next. Yeah.
GC, was she Blasian?
I don't know what she is, but it's not entirely black. But let's put that aside for a second though. Because I clicked on it because of her picture, and it looked like a lot like the girl.
Your audio went out.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, you're not having good luck there.
Nah, he's talking
Okay,
about
well,
light skinned women, and that shit going out every time, man.
Okay, here, I'm gonna just keep the audio this way, and then I'll just share it without the thing. But hold on.
You can get your best friend. You gonna lose your best hitter. That's how I spit on bitches. That's how I spit on bitches.
Ew.
I understood everything that she said because I got women who act like that in my family. So,
What in the hell was that?
no, I mean that's what I mean by feminine sounding women versus those sounding people, man.
So if you thought she was pretty before,
Oh,
then after that, you just kind of like sit there like, what the hell just happened? Like, why couldn't you have like knitted or do? There's a ton of things she could have did and been sexy that wasn't that. What the fuck was that? Like,
Yeah,
what in the
what's
end?
that?
Yeah.
And that's why we say women need to be more feminine. That was very masculine. That wasn't cute.
Yeah, Kevin Murray said it best, pretty but crazy. That was like, can you imagine that? Can you imagine like meeting her online thinking that it's gonna be a good night, and then she just said, that's how I spit on bitches.
Yeah.
What the-
yeah. I mean, she's sitting at the dinner table. This is Sparta. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was mad embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then you say your favorite women were Blasians? That's an
Well,
L.
no, my favorite women
L.
are Ethiopian or Eritrean, but my favorite mix of women is half black and Filipino.
Yeah,
But that
yeah, I have
just
to
took
agree.
it, yeah. But whatever she is, she made that entire tribe look bad, like real bad. That was just weird.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
No, we might have to put her back in the light skinned woman training, man. Like, nah, like you can't be out here like that.
Like light skin finishing school, huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Your certificate is now null and void.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Like
embarrassing.
you're gonna have to give your hair back, like
Yeah.
or something.
Like shit, wear this and do that, girl. Wear this and do that.
Oh God, I can't tonight.
Yeah, that was just like a WTF moment. And I clicked. I thought it was her. I thought it was like, because I just watched her that she came up on my feed again with something else that she's in. Like oh, okay, she's in an army fatigue now. Maybe she's gonna say something about it. And then she's like, nope, that's how I spit on bitches. Like, damn it. What?
That's disgusting.
That was, it was so strange. It was so strange. She went into the tattoo parlor like, I want you to just make me look like a Hell's Angel,
Yeah.
like a retired Navy SEAL that turned Hell's Angel that went to prison. Like that's what I want you to do to my body. Like what the hell?
Kim said this new generation is different. New modern men probably love that.
No.
Well, no.
I mean, listen,
No.
guys. There's a difference between what guys love, Kim, and what guys are willing to tolerate. But she is flirting with it. Like there is a hot, crazy line. Like if you're this hot, you could be this crazy, and she is messing with that line. Like she's really just messing with that line. She's effing with that line a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta go get her to like. She needs a lot of assistance.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
All right, Belle, I'm step away.
Yeah.
I say now, I was like, what the WTF? Oh, I gotta show this on Melody Show.
Yeah, that was crazy. But thank you guys for all coming. I think it's that time to shut down.
All right, cool.
MOT, thanks for coming. GC, before you leave, you have any final thoughts?
Oh no, thanks for having me. Thanks for coming up, MOT. It's always a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, thank you
No
so
problem.
much, MOT.
Yeah. I'm in the busiest time of the season, so I can't be live streaming as much between now and like February. So I cut it down to one time a week. Yeah. So yeah, but I like the season though. So I take 3 months off at the beginning of next year. So all right, Melody. Well, thanks for having me on. What's going on, GC? GC. Hey man, I gotta have you on for a 1-on-1, man. At some point.
Yeah, most definitely. You got my number, man.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
That'll be a cool, dope one.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
All right, guys.
All right,
peace.
later.
Bye.
All right, later, Melody. Thanks for having me on.
And thanks for coming.
All right.
I want to see you more often.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's what's up. I'll jump up more often, though. All right.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, Miss. You have a nice one. All right.
You too. Bye.